Start battle. Sephiroth. Start battle. Sephiroth. Joker.
Welcome to the weekly Weaver State Smash Bros. Tournament. First up, we have Arpeggio versus JFK No Scope. Game starting out pretty strong for Arpeggio. Doing pretty good at keeping JFK No Scope off the ledge. JFK No Scope like 80%, but he does have our son right now. Our son always pretty helpful to even out percents. Arpeggio trying to go for the parry, but JFK, I think, just missed. Arpeggio comes back and gets stock only at 14%. Game started off looking pretty good for Arpeggio. JFK No Scope was able to get the first stock though. Good get up from JFK No Scope to not get hit by that. Tries to go for the parry, but Arpeggio gets the grab. JFK rolls in. Ooh, really good spike for Arpeggio. Game looking pretty in favor of Arpeggio right now, but JFK No Scope could always turn it around. Almost has our Sen. Arpeggio not getting the spike that time. Ooh, Arpeggio goes really deep and gets that.
battle. Sephiroth.
Going into game number 2, FD with the Sephiroth Ditto.
3, 2, 1, go!
Even percents. Both players just kind of hitting each other back and forth right now. But Arpeggio is starting to get a lead. Good recovery from JFK No Scope to go so low to be able to dodge the explosive. And if JFK No Scope dies there, gets knocked away, then hit by all the orbs. Arpeggio stuck on the stage, stuck on the ledge, and dies to the explosive. JFK No Scope, slight disadvantage at 9%. Both players just kind of snapping each other right now. JFK No Scope doesn't get spiked, but he does get shot up into the air and dies. 2-1 now, 39% on Arpeggio. Hello. Are you here to commentate? Wow, distracting the game behind you.
My bad. I do that a lot.
You're here just in time.
I'm good.
You're good.
I think I'm already late to the party. The game's about to end. But we're seeing Sephiroth gameplay, which is something that happens.
There's a lot of snapping at each other.
Like, the amount of Skittles flying out right now is unbelievable. And I don't think that was intentional. But, you gotta admit, the Mega Flare is pretty funny when it happens. Everybody laughs so hard.
Why aren't you laughing then?
Yeah, I'm laughing a lot, actually.
On the inside?
I love when people play Sephiroth and then they shoot Skittles. It's pretty cool.
There's a lot of that.
There's a lot of Skittles. That is a big part of playing Sephiroth. This is a Ditto and a half, if you wouldn't believe it. Like, they both have swords.
Oh no, we went too low.
Better player alert. So I'm hearing that was intentional. I'm hearing it was to send a message, if you will. What do you think about that match, Hudson? I would like to play. Can we play on stream? Let's.
Min Min. Min Min.
Let's go.
All right, so
Alright, we have Cyrus versus Prince in the Min Min Ditto.
see, so they're doing it for their friend
One, go.
Reich, and they're doing it for Edge as well.
Yup, and so I don't know if anyone has ever asked for a Min Min Ditto in the history of this game. However, that's what we get today.
I think Edge has probably asked for one.
That could be.
Is this Edge's skin?
I don't know. I'm unsure of that information.
I think Prince was asking if this was Edge's skin.
So far, it is pretty even. I would imagine that this, well, I mean, duh. Of course the matchup is even. It's the same character. But in some dittos, like, the character has stuff to, like, really destroy themselves. Like, if you're doing the Crom Ditto, for example, if you just stand over a ledge and do counter, then the other Crom dies if they're off stage.
Yeah, the mirror match where it's a 55-45.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know if, like, Min Min has anything specific to, like, just destroy Min Min off stage or something like. How did that one miss? It looked like one of the arms, like, went straight through the other person. I have no idea how that happened, but...
See, I think both of these gamers here have the advantage because neither of them know really how to play Min Min.
I mean, if you can convince your opponent to play a Ditto that neither of you are familiar with, then that is
Doesn't that
always
just come down to who's the better gamer?
essentially, yeah, it's like, but it could be like if they say somebody is like seated higher than you because they're generally pretty good, but then it's like, oh, but you mean the super broken character. Like, if you can convince the person to come off their high tier
Oh, they're like high
pedestal,
tier character? They
yeah,
might not know how to
then- yeah,
wallow in the low tier.
yeah, so even if they're like normally better as their main, it might actually make a difference when it's a Ditto. So far, it is pretty even. I'm actually not even sure which player is.
Prince is for Edge, I'm pretty sure.
Prince is the blue one, or well, I guess they're
Is
both blue. Yeah, Prince is player 2. Okay, gotcha.
I'm pretty sure.
We will confirm after the match. But yeah, as of this moment, they're just staying within like 20% of each other. Like, I don't know. I don't have much to say about Min Min gameplay.
They haven't swapped their arms very much because they've just been on these two.
Well, I guess what I can say is that I have not noticed like any particular rhyme or reason for the arms. Like usually people will use the Ram side B to try to. Oh, what a good roll read though. That evens it up. But people will use the Ram to get like edge guards and like mess with tether recoveries and stuff like that. So far that is not happening. I think they're trying it a little bit, but it just is not going as they would hope.
They're figuring out, they're learning how to play the character as the game progresses.
It's very obvious that like they are unfamiliar with like Min Min confirms. But maybe they'll figure out the sauce as they go. Forward throw, F smash. Again, very even game.
There's not much to say. They just like one hits and then the other hits.
Oh,
Is that kill?
a good switch to the down
Wow.
B is for sure though. Prince is no longer going to be playing Steve anymore. He has picked up the he's picked up the better Fighter Pass 2 character. As we all know, Steve overrated.
Stop battle.
Min Min is where the meta is going. Oh, okay. All right. Here we are. This is going to be a much more interesting match to commentate.
Watch, I bet Prince wins this one.
See, yeah, see, here's the thing. Prince has practice with Incineroar. It's not like a secondary type practice, but it's like the character that you play when you want to have fun. So like you have a lot of hours on them type experience.
See, I know Prince has no thought currently in his head, so I think he's gonna win. There's no mental stimulation happening currently.
I mean, right now he does have the 50% lead, but that doesn't matter too much when you're Incineroar, you know? You can just do a good revenge hit and suddenly all of that is back. Oh, armors through it. Oh,
He
and
died
he
from
died
that.
to that. What was he at? 93, that's crazy. That was without revenge. That was a nice parry from Cyrus right there. Oh, he tries to punish it. That would have been pretty cool if he got it. However, that is not gonna be that easy at least. Trying to knock him out of the up B before he can grab ledge. Forward throw will take it.
Is every Incineroar throw a kill throw?
I think, well, I don't think down throw is viable as a kill throw. I think that's the combo throw. But yeah, up throw, forward throw, back throw, they all can do it. Oh, what a good revenge. That is so intimidating. Oh, how much? Oh my goodness. What a good hit. And this is exactly what I'm saying of like, it doesn't matter who it looks like is winning because that was weird stuff. That looked like he Z-axed us there or something. Oh, does the up throw instead of the back throw. The back throw would at least have put in a scary position, but he does die.
It's okay. Prince has the kill right here. Watch this.
Yeah, that's killing. Yeah.
I think he's dead.
For sure. All right, now we have a truly balanced and fair Incineroar match to see who is the better Incineroar player. And so far, Prince has his 40% combo, but Cyrus might just strike right back with his own. Oh, he's doing the pivots. Prince with a very nice recovery. I can't believe that's still grabbed. Oh, what a call out. Cyrus, or Prince almost lived that, but not quite.
You're not ready for that.
Shoutouts to Frosty in the chat. I can't tell if you're asking about the previous Min match, but I believe that was Prince.
That was Prince. Prince is for Edge.
The first game of the set. Oh, and now these people are not.
Imagine not going
anymore.
Hero Ditto.
Alrighty. Mining away.
I haven't heard any Minecraft parodies for a while, so I can't like.
So far, it is looking like Cyrus is using his rushdown very well, but Steve is still Steve.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Prince says he hates playing against Cyrus when he plays Samus.
I could see that. I mean, it does seem like if you... Oh, that'll be a kill. See, if you have a character with really good rushdown, then that'll definitely help for sure. And the fact that ZSS is rushdown but still has a projectile, as well as the down B to escape disadvantage is very useful. Oh! You wanna keep... Yeah.
You want to play on stream? You can be the next match.
Alright. So far, we... Oh! For a second...
Oh, no.
That's gonna kill again. He had pretty good DI, but not quite enough to live.
Steve, honestly, not even that good. You know?
Well, see, the thing is amidst all the discourse about how broken Steve is, etc., people do think that he's like this unbeatable behemoth, but it's not as though Steve doesn't have any weaknesses. And like I say, Rushdown is definitely one of those things. Steve, oh my goodness!
Super dead.
He did not have to do him like that. But that'll be a solid 3 stock for Cyrus to win game 3. Alright. I'm about to get schmixed on stream, but it's okay. I'm gonna do it for beta.
For beta.
Beta. Are you out there? Don't give up yet, beta.
Go play
This is
against.
your father speaking.
Go play.
I'm back.
Play the game.
Start battle. Olivera. Start battle. Snake. King TDD. Three, two, one, go!
We're into the next game. We have 1K3 versus Diamond Aura. 1K3 doing it, or 1K3 doing it for Vince, and Diara doing it for Beta. Diara charging up the hammer, doesn't get anything off of it. Doesn't get too punished off of a hit either. Unlucky for Diara, he's pretty up there. 1K3 hit him with the guided missile. Oh, a little bit unlucky for 1K3 there. Oh, the grenade hit the Gordo back there onto Diarra. Totally intentional. Looks like 1K3 wasn't expecting that to kill Diarra because he pulled out the missile right away. Diarra iframing through that and killing 1K3. Looks like 1K3 didn't expect Diarra just to like hum down all the way through it. Maybe try and cancel it and dodge. Looks like 1K3 was trying to chase Diarra forwards, but Diarra decided to go backwards instead. Ooh, 1K3 not quite under the platform enough to save him from getting hit by that Gordo. There is a 100% difference right now. Good C4 from 1K3 gets it.
Start battle. Snake King TDD.
Going to game number 2. 1K3 with the advantage. On the Hollow Bastion.
1, go!
Games are pretty strong for Diamondora. 1K3 already 64%, DR only 10. Looks like 1K3 is having a lot more trouble trying to play this like campier game against DR right now. But he about evens out percents. That kills. Both players playing at a pretty distant match right now, trying to stay on the opposite sides of the stage. 1K3 learning his lesson not to get hit by that because DR will come all the way down. Game kind of turning around for 1K3. Start off pretty strong for Diarra. Good spot dodge from 1K3. 1K3 gets another stock. It looks like DR did try and cancel out of the slam attack there instead of going all the way, and then he got punished for it that time. Game is looking really hard for DR right now because he's 165 and he's down to stock. That's 2-0 for 1K3.
Stop battle. Joker. Snake.
Next up, we have 1K3 versus Sergeant Popper in the first round of winners quarterfinals. Game started off pretty strong for Popper. Seems like 1K3 is struggling with this rushdown character. It's never good when there's a 93% difference, 102% difference. Popper going super low, but doesn't get the stock yet. Popper getting the first stock, only 15%. Halfway to Arsene too. One K3 trying to chase Popper down with the missile. Popper running out of Arsene. Looks like 1K3 expected Popper to try and recover low there, so he's placing the guided missile about where he thought he would try and recover, but he's wrong. Interesting from 1K3, just kind of like grabbing Popper and putting him down and then not doing anything and kind of getting punished for it. But this game's starting off really in Popper's favor. 1K3 is pretty brought it back. He is down to stock now though. But he comes back and gets it, so it's 1-1 now. Popper probably hoping that this stock goes kind of how the first one went. It's not going super great for that right now because Popper was at like 2% when he got the first stock. Ooh, Popper ran under the C4 and gets hit.
Start the battle. Snake, Joker. Three, two, one, go!
Going to game number 2. Game 1 started off looking really in favor of Popper, but 1K3 was able to bring it back pretty well. Popper already has our send. Kind of seeing the opposite of game 1 right now, where 1K3 has a pretty good percent lead on Popper. This Arsene is trying his absolute hardest to even out percents though. One K3 gets it at 82%. Popper again having our send. And he gets it. Popper, when he has the undersend, he's doing pretty well, but when he doesn't have it, he's kind of struggling to get decent percent to 1K3. Oh, 1K3 dropped the C4 into Popper there or something? Didn't even see it. Popper punishing that pretty linear recovery that Snake can have. Popper has our send. Popper getting a slight percent lead. 1K3 probably just hoping to survive this Arsene and then get Popper as soon as it runs out. There goes the Arsene, but 1K3 is really off the ledge. He gets back up. One K3 can't get back on stage, keeps getting bullied off on this recovery, and Popper gets the game.
So much for
Start the battle. Snake, Joker.
Going to game number 3.
Go!
Starting off pretty good for Popper again. I feel like these games have gone pretty back and forth about who kind of is ahead, who has the advantage. It's really weird that Popper had such an advantage game number 1, stock 1, where he was able to get 1K3 stocked it when Popper still only had like 2% on him. And that's the game he lost. Popper doing really good at punishing these recoveries right now. That's 2 off the edge, punishing that recovery. It's going to be really hard for 1K3 to come back, especially because Popper's about to have Arsene. It's going to be really hard for 1K3 to come back from this. I'm not sure exactly what it looks like for him to come back. Especially, he's already 55%, down 2 stocks. He hits at least 1. It's going pretty okay for 1K3 right now, but Popper has Arsene. Ooh, and the parry got it. 2-1 for Popper.
Impressive.
Start the battle.
Next up, we have Doc Hunt versus J24. Doc Hunt here 2 weeks in a row. I haven't seen him for a little while. I think for like all of summer he hasn't been here. Not sure how this matchup goes. Duck Hunt can be pretty zony character, but Rob is pretty heavy, so it might be kind of hard for Duck Hunt to zone out Rob just because he's heavy, so he can go through a lot of his stuff. I've missed seeing Duck Hunt play, and the camera just like is zoomed on the can or something random off the side of the stage. We're kind of seeing the thing where I think Duck Hunt can kind of struggle to get stock sometimes, but he's able to get one there. J24 gets one, only 27%. J24 kind of taking the stances of the zoning character there, kind of just standing on the ledge, throwing things out at Doc Hunt. Gets spiked though. J24, is he gonna get spiked again? He does.
Start the battle. Rob Hunt. Three, two, one.
Going to game number 2 onto Battlefield. Game 1 looked really good for Doc Hunt. Game number 2 starting off pretty good for J24. Doc Hunt already at 60%. Jay hasn't taken any damage yet. They worked really well for J24. 0% on him and he gets a stock. It's kind of interesting to see a projectile character like Duck Hunt kind of get out projectiled right now by Rob. This game almost looks even if Doc Hunt wasn't down a stock. He does get one, but it's 2-2. Still's at 103%. Surprised he's not dead there. Doc Hunt not getting spiked. It might be J24's turn to get the 2 stock. Doc Hunt tried to go for the spike there. If he hit it, it'd basically even out the game. Doc Hunt doing really good. Gets a stock, 1-1 now at 10%. You wouldn't even know J24 got the 100 to death without taking any damage. Surprised J24 is going so far off of the stage trying to fight Doc Hunt after he got spiked twice. Both players climbing percent. Rob is very heavy, so he does have that advantage. Oh, and he gets it. 1-1 now.
Stop battle. Rob.
Going to game number 3.
3, 2, 1, go.
Small battlefield. Surprised we're going small battlefield. Battlefield seemed pretty good for J24. Maybe missing the other platform being a little bit smaller will matter. Pretty even, both players just kind of hitting each other back and forth, staying pretty close in percent. J24 staying a little bit low in percent, which is good for him being the heavy character. Looks like the can got hit by the gyro. That was a really good air dodge from Doc Hunt to dodge J24's hit and then dodge on the platform and hit the barrel into him. The J24 gets the first stock. The gyro strikes again, getting 3 hits before being picked up. Seems like this gyro is kind of messing with Doc Hunt's ability to throw these like birdies, I think they're called, in his can. Doc Hunt pulling out the can as J24 is about to hit him. He gets his stock. He's at 110 though. Ooh, it looks like Doc Hunt got hit by his own barrel and it stocked him. J24 have it. Good air dodge from Doc Hunt. Not sure if that would have hit him anyways. J24 climbing in percent 150. He is up a stock too. Doc Hunt gets it finally. He's at 92%, 92 to nothing. Doc Hunt actually has the percent lead now. A couple of really good barrels in a row. Doc Hunt hitting really good barrels, and he actually gets the game 2-1. A super good comeback.
Joker.
We're into the first match of winners semifinals. Popper versus Yep. Yep deciding to start off with Ness against the Joker. Starting off pretty even in Yep's favor a little bit. Popper has Arsene about halfway there. It's probably why we're seeing the Ness pick right there from Yep. It's kind of hard for Popper to use his recovery to get back to the stage without getting punished. And Yep gets the first dog. Popper came back and took so much percent. Already has Arsene, and he's about to run out of it. A grab and stalk from Yep. Yep, in the middle of the match, giving some advice. Says to Popper, "Don't get up there. You will die." Yep has so much time to just kind of recover from super below like that. Popper doesn't dare chase after him. Popper gets a stock at least 2-1 now. Game has just looked so strong for Yep that it's going to be really hard for Popper to come back. There's game 1 for Yep.
Stock battle. Death Joker.
Going to game number 2. Pretty commanding game number 1. Pretty commanding game number 1 for Yep. Questioning Yep in between games, decided he wants to go characters that he thinks he'll win on. Game looking a little bit closer. Yep, trying to go for a spot dodge, but Popper, I think, was predicting the spot dodge and waited a second before he went for the attack. Popper is off the stage, does have Arsene. Does not have a jump. Unlucky. Popper again trying to go for the parry, but Yep grabs him out of it. The game started off looking so even, but Popper already up to 109%. I think there it is again. Last game, Yep. Was telling Popper to be careful there because he can, if he's shielding on edge, he can just go for the grab and stalk if Popper neutral gets up. Again, Popper getting at least a stock. Yep, going for the grab and Popper parrying, but Yep was turned around. Had the right intentions, but the wrong way. There's the spike for Yep. Popper there being a little bit more daring with the Arsene to go off the stage, and he gets a little punished for it with the spike.
Stock battle. Death Joker.
Going to game number 3s. Getting distracted. Asking a question about borrowing magic cards. Comes back just in time to see Yep getting the stock. Seems like Popper hasn't been doing too bad in these games. He's kind of struggled when he gets off the ledge exactly how he's supposed to recover and punish Yep when he's off the stage. Popper does get a stock. He is at 90% and about to run out of Arsene. Two to 1 now. Popper taking quite a lot of damage. Almost has Arsene. I think so far this has been the closest game in Popper's favor. When Popper's allowed to fight Yep on the stage, he does pretty well. It's just when Popper gets off stage, he just isn't quite sure how he's supposed to recover, it looks like. You're here just in time.
Alright. How's it going?
Just in time for the Popper comeback. He's just down a stock.
I see.
Popper's actually done pretty well this game, except for when he's like off the stage. He kind of struggles
Ooh, that
being
was
able to
scary.
recover.
Oh, barely living. It's only a matter of time.
You missed some words of wisdom from Yep.
I see.
When Popper was off the stage.
That, wow.
Oh. When Popper was off the stage, he neutral got up, and Yep went, "Don't ever do that. If I'm shielding, you will die every time." And then it happened in game 2, and Popper went, "You've told me not to do that. I forgot."
Yeah, that's... I mean, hey, that's always good when your opponent tells you actually useful stuff. Well, Beta, I'm sorry I couldn't make it onto stream more than when I lost a set. However... Wait, keep me on. However, I did at least take a replay. I beat Cynthia for the first time in a while. And so I have a replay for you to maybe also peruse for your highlights or whatever. We'll see, I guess. But hey, honestly, I'm surprised I went 3-2 as not my main. Didn't think I could do that.
Stop battle. Duck hunt. B-roller.
Kofu says he wants to try this, so it sounds like he's not convinced this is good.
Well, I mean, I'm sure just fighting... Wait, so specifically Kofu says he wants to try
Yeah.
me Brawler. Okay, gotcha.
I think that's how I understood. That's how I took it the way he said it.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not like Kofu hasn't ever played Brawler before, unlike me on the DDD. We see Kofu play this character fairly often. The only question is, how well can you adapt to Duck Hunt? Because not only is Duck Hunt a weird matchup to learn, but Duck Hunt is very proficient at it. He has very good setups. He knows exactly when to run in and punish you when you're distracted with the other stuff.
This might be a bad matchup for me Brawler too, just because like Duck Hunt can like zone you in such weird ways.
I think it might make a little bit of a difference if he had the shot put neutral B. If you have the shot put neutral B, you're probably a little better off because then you can at least disrupt the can or the gunman. But yeah, when you are just full... Oh, that was a good up smash though.
I feel like one problem Kofu could have is that he likes all the movement abilities. But I feel like
Yeah,
right there,
that-
Duck Hunt can just kind of position the can so well.
And I think one of the things that Duck Hunt as a player is very good at is just like reading and predicting his opponent's movements. Like it does, even when I've seen him play Ganondorf, he is just very good at tracking where you have gone and where he expects you to go, and like 4 out of 5 times he guesses correctly. Which is definitely, honestly, when I think about it that way, that's probably exactly why Duck Hunt is a great character for Duck Hunt to main. Because if you're already really good at reading people's movements and knockbacks and how they get out of combos and stuff, if you confuse them with all the traps on top of that, then you understand what's going on, but your opponent doesn't necessarily at all. So it's just playing into the strengths that Duck Hunt already has.
Kofu's coming back into the game pretty
That's
well,
true.
though.
Look at this. It's only a 20% deficit right here. One good combo into an F. Oh, that was very brave.
Kofu has no fear ever, which I respect as a person. Is
Yeah.
no fear.
Oh, yeah. It does seem like Kofu has picked up on the way that Duck Hunt was using the traps a little bit better. He isn't getting hit by random stuff, and now he has a little bit of the event. Oh, that was a very good call out right there. Very nice comeback from Kofu, especially with how that first stock just evaporated so quickly. It was looking like Duck Hunt was just gonna take that in a landslide, but no, Kofu adapted very nicely.
Yeah, how can you not find Hollow Bastion? It's at the very end. That's the only one I can find. Yeah, those are the only 3 you need. Talking to Kofu, the only 3 stages you need. Hollow Bastion, Pokemon Stadium, Battlefield. Those are the only 3 stages you need to know where they are.
Yeah. I mean, I think town happens often enough. But I would say that now that we have... People went to Smashville often enough, but now that Hollow Bastion is legal, I notice almost no one goes to Smashville anymore.
I don't know the last time I saw. I think I saw it like once, like last week, and then I don't know the last time I saw it. Everyone just goes to Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, I think you see Small Battlefield more frequently than you see Smashville for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why, but ooh. Yeah, me personally, I think for this matchup, you don't want that neutral B as Brawler. Like I say, I think shot put would be the better option against Duck Hunt specifically. You just want a way to get in there that doesn't force you to risk yourself constantly. Good on Duck Hunt for taking the first stock. Oh, but I suppose I speak too soon.
Because sometimes it just kills you.
Yeah, just evens up. That was very good. Now we're back to an even game. We have some good neutral being played where despite many traps being thrown out, Kofu's not getting hit by them. Duck Hunt avoiding all the ins that Kofu's throwing out.
I always wonder when you're playing against like someone like Kofu who's been.
Oh, that's smart actually. I never even considered that. Did you see how he like delayed how he extended the hitbox there?
Yeah,
by using it on the can?
Yeah.
That was very smart.
I was gonna say, someone like Kofu who's played for so long, if he like,
Oh, nice
despite
spare right there.
if Kofu knows what all the different gunners could do when Duck Hunt summons them,
Mm-hmm.
because I wonder how many people actually know what all of them do.
I only very vaguely do, and I've played Duck Hunt many times, so yeah, it's just a wacky matchup. I'm thinking that Doc Hunt won't let that neutral B trick on the can work more than once. I think now that Doc Hunt has seen it, he's gonna be careful of it from now on. But Kofu just has a really good lead right now. Even if he dies in a second, he has a 60% advantage right here, 70%, and it's just looking very tricky right now. Okay, Doc Hunt pulls out the stock. Let's see if he's able to make a comeback here. Ooh. Doc Hunt with a nice 55% combo, 67.
Doc Hunt kind of turning it around.
Yeah, we have almost the opposite of what was happening game one, where Kofu was in the lead, and then now Doc Hunt is coming back. Oh, he tried to challenge that. That's putting him in a bad situation. Oh, but the explosion still reached him. Oh, he's in a bad spot. Oh.
It's always so weird sometimes when, like...
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
is this get it?
Oh,
no.
Very close. Oh! That was very tight. Okay, well, Doc Hunt, like I say, almost the reverse of game one. So, we've got a good set going on right here. And it looks like Hudson is leaving commentary, and I'm now being joined by Arpeggio.
We in? Are we in? Check,
are
check.
in,
1,
yes.
2. Hello, hello, world. How we doing on Doc Hunt Kofu, Diara? What's the vibes? Give me
It's
the
been
gist.
Like game one, Doc Hunt kind of took first stock really fast, really easy, but then Kofu slowly came back and took the game. And then the opposite happened for game two.
Interesting.
So
I mean, these are both
just about
pretty.
adapting.
These are both pretty explosive players in their own rights. I find it surprising that what's winning here isn't the explosiveness; it's the slow burn, right? It's about the consistency and trying to work your way around all the strong tools. Because sure, Doc Hunt isn't as high on the tier list as Brawler here, but in the hands of Doc Hunt, I mean, your stock is as good as gone
Do you
if
see
you
how
let him
close
pick
that
up
was?
side Bs. I did,
That
yes.
was ridiculous.
Let's see here. Looks like we're seeing some good grabs on the field here. This is mostly Doc Hunt trying to set up stuff and Kofu just living in this bullet hell is what I'm seeing the matchup.
But that'll wait. Yeah, he's
Trading
not living
spike for spikes here. One's
Yeah.
whiffing, but Kofu sees the prime investment in his up B and decides to take.
the late explosion on that frisbee right there to
Yeah.
still combo it into can for like 30%.
I'm so interested in all the can shenanigans that Doc Hunt has because did you not see him just can off stage, follow it, and then up air it, and now it's going in the other direction and
Yeah.
he's covering his own
Yep,
approach
he
back?
definitely has the knowledge of how all these things work. That was very good DI. I'm surprised he lived that.
Yeah. I mean, it is Doc Hunt.
Oh my goodness.
If there's anything the dog struggles with, it's not a punchy man.
Okay.
It's struggling to
Good.
kill. But up air is going to pick up.
Yeah,
We're
and-
looking
and see,
even
Doc
stocks.
Hunt, Kofu used the neutral B on the can last game to
Yeah.
secure a kill by extending the hitbox.
Interesting.
This time,
It
Doc
worked
Hunt
against his
He
favor.
recognized what Kofu was going for, and he just stood under the platform to punish
And
after
waited
the
to
move
punish.
finished.
That's
So,
phenomenal adaptation coming
yeah,
from these
we've
players.
just got really good stuff going on.
In a world where we got Steve and Kazuya that are playing checkers while we're trying to play 40 chess, it's so refreshing to see both of these players work so hard on not just their own adaptation, but
nice
work on
up smash.
counterplaying the counterplay that hasn't even come out yet, just in sheer anticipation. Really strong mind games, and it looks like it's going to secure Kofu a kill here. We're going to see...
Doc Hunt keeps using these late hits of the frisbee. Like, it'll be fully landed on the stage, and then right after he thinks that it's gone, then he shoots it. And it's taking
Yeah.
Kofu off guard a couple times.
I mean, with the combo potential that it has, what's the risk reward there? Do you know if shooting Doc Hunt or if shooting Duck Hunt side B puts you in lag? Or is
At
it
the
like
startup? Yes.
at the start?
I'm not so sure about once it's landed. I know that it
Yeah.
has very slow startup when you throw it out, but but I
So
don't know about the.
when you throw the disc, yeah,
yeah.
but I'm curious to know if it doesn't have any lag, similar to the way that shooting can does. And that way,
What a nice side B.
amazing catch coming from Kofu. We are going to be looking 2-1 heading into game 4.
Yeah, let's ask the resident duck hunt expert. Do you know if is there like lag when you shoot the frisbee? Like I know when you
Yeah, when
throw
you
it
shoot
out,
the
it has
frisbee.
lag,
When you
but,
throw it out. Shooting the frisbee.
like, yeah. What about once it's like on the ground already, and you just hit B?
Yeah.
Okay. And you as the duck hunt can still move as it's being shot. Okay.
Yeah, so it
Okay.
is similar to can.
Yeah. Okay.
So the risk reward for shooting it is so skewed. There's no reason to not shoot it,
Yeah.
and Kofu's
and
just
even if
taking
it's
that for
just-
granted.
Even if it's just bonus damage, it's just throwing your opponent off game, you know?
Mm-hmm. And like what we said, with it having such strong convertibility, and that's how Duck Hunt secures the meaningful kills, like, that's something so tricky you have to work around, because I'm sure that by the time that he's let the side B sit for so long, he's already set up Gunman. He's already setting up all of these great positioning tools. So not only does he have to work for what's proactive coming from Duck Hunt's gameplay, but he has to focus on the down low too, because
For
everything is threatening.
And see, like, that's the difficulty of fighting duck hunt in general, is like, if they're using all their tools, your brain is having to process like 2 or 3 traps and the duck at the same time. And it's like, for many people, it's just too much to process at once. So honestly, kudos to Kofu for
Working
figuring
so
this
well
out,
with it, yeah.
Oh, trying to recover high, but that is
Let's
going
see
to
here.
be very tricky.
Using the can to cover.
Oh,
Just missed the ending air dodge to get a bit of extra
I
height.
think he air dodged earlier, if I'm not mistaken, so I don't know if he had the ability
Oh,
to.
really?
I'd have to rewatch that again, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that put a little dampener in his relationship with the
look at
ledge.
that.
There's the can again, jumping right into
Oh,
it.
no!
Up B spike,
Kofu
we're
is running
seeing
away with this game.
34% on the board. Forget extra credit percent. You're getting extra credit stocks, full points, 5 stars. You know?
Okay.
But it looks like Duck Hunt is able to almost secure a kill with that forward smash, trying to be
That
tricky with the can.
Still didn't quite connect.
There's another one. I absolutely love sending it forward with the aerial and then calling it back with the neutral B
Alright,
reactivation.
Well, since that second stock was lost, well, until I spoke, Kofu had not gotten hit. Oh, that almost
still
did
makes
him
it back.
0.
Listen, were you any other me brawler up B right there? I think you were dead. So
That is crazy.
really, really good
Look
using
at
the
this,
set
though.
that you got.
Hold on. It seems that Duck Hunt is playing a little more carefully now. He recognizes just how explosive Kofu is playing.
He's been able to even out the percents, but that is not to say that this is an even game. Whole stock lead coming in Kofu's favor, and we've seen how much he loves just swinging things that'll kill. He goes for the up B spikes, he goes for crazy flashing mock punches,
Nice
but it
there.
looks like
That was a great
that
frame trap.
extra stock is going to be gone now, so that you're going to have to play a little bit more reserved for those crazy
Oh.
plays. Then
Duck
again,
Hunt has to play very carefully. Yeah, especially after that can hit. He's going to... Any random straight hit is going to kill at this point.
like down
And
smash.
there it is.
Hit him with the little bit of toesies, the heel on the Butler outfit.
Well, good show from Duck Hunt after those first 2 stocks to try to bring it back, but yeah.
Yeah,
In
absolutely
the end,
phenomenal.
Kofu is the victor.
What's with the... Let's see here. Kofu is the ice... The mouse is invisible.
Oh, really?
The mouse is invisible, guys. This is crazy. Okay, ready? Ready? 3, 1. Even with the invisible mouse.
Somehow we invisified the mouse.
Yep, Kofu. The mouse. It's gone. Guys, I just want to say, I think computers are very cool and very nice.
Yep and Kofu are already playing. They hesitated literally 0 seconds
hear.
to jump
Bop.
in and start their first game.
And we're trying to click in-game, but the mouse is invisible. All right, I'll just commentate seeing over here. Looks like we got even percents. Guys, this is absolutely...
All right, we are back.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Oh, the
What was
mouse
it?
came back.
The mouse came back.
I have no idea.
Interesting.
What's
All
happening.
right.
We're back. This is Yep as ZSS versus let's
Kofu
see.
as the
Kofu
Game &
as
Watch.
Game & Watch.
Okay. There's that. Let's there we go.
That-
Capitals
Okay.
feeling good. Let's start the match in Start GG, and now we are back into the riveting gameplay at hand here. Even percents ish, even enough percents, right?
And see, oh, that was very tricky.
Yeah.
I saw Kofu go for a back air, the type of back air that would kill 90% of the cast, but because of ZSS flip jump, she can just get right on past that.
That's true.
So even though Game & Watch has much jank, a lot of the things that might normally work against most of the cast is going to be a little trickier against Yep here.
Yeah, something that I'm thinking about the matchup
what
is
the
we
frick?
saw a lot of high percent. There's a down air.
Let's go, yeah.
You know,
the first leg is
Be-
there actually doing exactly what he intended to.
He's
Even
infamous.
if he died there, like that would have been so worth it.
Yeah. Stock lead in ZSS favor. Something that I'm thinking about this matchup is we saw after that first stock, we played at a lot of high percent for the most part. And Game & Watch kills everywhere. Everything kills. And ZSS is really good at picking up kills so long as you pick up your right starters. You're mostly working with two pieces. Nair into a lot of your kills. Down smash is a pretty free one, but that's still, less tools that you can just swing out like Game & Watch can when all of your normals are going to take stocks. All of your smash attacks are safe as ever. So you have the affordability to kind of
that charge
play
on
with
down
your
smash.
food when it comes to these high percents. But it looks like Yep is navigating that so well right now. He's catching grabs.
Oh no, that was unfortunate. I
Gotta-
appreciate what he's going for, because if he does land that, he gets the kill very, very nicely. But
Yeah.
this said, it is not looking too great for Kofu. That dare really messed him up.
Oh, yeah.
Took that stock so early.
He was making the comeback, and he still has a chance to pull that percent lead with that side B not killing just yet. But that up smash is going to take it. We are looking at the current moment. 1-0 for Yep.
If you looked at that side B that that ZSS threw out, I swear it was like the very last frame of iframes. For
Just a
Game &
tip.
Watch
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Like he took no hit from that, but it looked like he should have.
Yeah, and something else too is whether or not you flick the stick or just hold it, you get two different timings for how long that hitbox is out.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, depending on which one he used, the side B maybe could have completely whiffed in its entirety. So really, really good timing coming from Yep pressing his buttons, making sure that Kofu doesn't have any chance to breathe against this such oppressive character. And it looks like that's what we're seeing at the start of Game 2 here.
I'm curious if how much we'll see mix-ups from Kofu's up Bs. Oh,
Oh
no!
my
He
God!
got the jab
Guys!
on 9! Are you serious?
Jab block 9.
Of course it's gonna happen sometimes, but 8 times out of 9, you're just gonna get apples coming out or something.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
That is very unfortunate for Yep.
So listen, the matchup, I think, definitely works in Yep's favor here, but it looks like the game has something else to say entirely about what's going on between these two phenomenal players. Trying to be cheeky with some up Bs off stage, is able to recover, but so is Kofu, and that's what you're trying to deny right here. They're not going to be making it back from that blast zone, though. You have a 54% comeback to make up. A lot of ZSS's strings don't true combo, but they do force this kind of scramble. Are you going to press buttons? Are you going to air dodge? And how well Yep uses that is going to see how fast he makes his comeback here.
Kofu and Yep both laughing when the 5 connects because
Yeah.
they're like, but what if?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure, at least in Ultimate, you can't get the same number twice in a row. That was possible in Smash 4,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's possible in this game.
that's
So
something
I don't
to take
think
into
I had
account.
seen Judge come out at all since that 9 kill, so that was not going to be a 9, unfortunately.
The only other thing I know about Judge is that you are more likely to get a 9 if you swing and your last number was prime. So 3s and 7s increase the likelihood for a 9 to come out next.
Interesting.
Which is why you'll see them, when they have the space to breathe, kind of use it until they get a number that they like.
That's interesting, because I knew about the, like, if there's like a secret, like, bonus modifier that if it's, like, within the last 10 seconds, I think, that, like, the chance of a 9 goes up a lot, so that, like, it's, like, a very weird comeback mechanic.
That is interesting.
But, yeah, like, that
We're
very
gonna-
rarely comes into play.
We're going to have to consult with ESAM, with Gimmer, whoever the nerds are out there when it
I'm
comes
sure if you
to
looked on the Smash
the
Wiki, you
9.
could find it.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
But listen, you don't need to be looking anywhere else other than here for crazy comebacks, because right now you're seeing percent lead in favor of Yep after the crazy shenanigans that we saw going on for
That's a
stock.
good point. Yeah, Yep has made a good comeback despite the unfortunate first stock loss.
Unfortunate? I don't think so. I think that he
Okay,
just got
well,
outplayed.
I suppose it depends on your perspective. At the very least, the fact that he got the jab block into Judge, like that does show that like it's not just like random chance coming out.
Exactly.
Here. Like, he knows what he's doing.
And earlier in the set 2, in this game actually, rather, we saw
what a
jab
nice
block into
fair
forward
one.
smash, but are those crazy setups going to matter when you got ZSS on your tail? You don't have any chance to breathe, and every single button that you press, Yep has an answer for. He's flip jumping with some crazy movement to just snuff every single approach that you can make. You have such strong get-out-of-jail-free options this Game & Watch with that invincible frame 2 up B, but Yep has just been locking down Kofu in all of his attempts to be anywhere other than in the ZSS blender.
And I'm honestly, like, I understand that, like, Kofu doesn't, I'm not sure if Kofu is just, like, willing to go down with the ship for the sake of experimentation, or if he's just like, this is my best character against ZSS, because when you get a 9 on your side and still lose game
It's
2,
rough, yeah.
like, you gotta at least be thinking about, like, what am I gonna do differently in game 3, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we saw the Brawler in previous sets. I'm wondering what's making him so hesitant to be pulling the trigger on that pick, considering that they're such similar characters, ZSS and Brawler. There might be some amount of just
Quite
ZSS
literally
better
have almost
normals.
the same down D, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, one's better. We
Yeah,
all know.
For sure.
But the, yeah, maybe the matchup... We got, like, Frosty in chat saying ZSS just beats Game & Watch, and this is Kofu's pick. So I'm curious to know what's making
what a
Kofu so
weight
hesitant here.
If he
But
drops shield. Good thing Yep is very good at his reactions.
Oh, yeah.
I rarely see him fall to traps like that of just, I'll just hold the smash attack a little longer.
yeah, I mean, this has been really rough for Kofu, but I mean, if
At
he's
the very
trusting the
least,
Game
they're
& Watch,
keeping it relatively
so am
even
I.
right now.
That's what I'm saying. Things are so even regardless of how much he's struggled before, which just means that the adaptations are in the code. He just has to find the lines and better play into the winning scenarios than what Yep has been forcing on the Game & Watch this whole time.
For sure. And
There's
it looks
back
like
in-
Kofu will take the first stock narrowly. He's gonna die in just a second, it looks like, but
Back to zeros on both ends, 2 stocks, even,
But hey,
arms heavy, mom spaghetti. Let's get this bread, gamers.
and I think the main thing to take away is that Kofu is at least adapting to the point where Yep isn't running away with a lead anymore.
Yeah.
So if he happens to get like another lucky type of hit and is able to keep this type of gameplay up, then he might be, oh, what a...
Still has a jump, so don't
Oh
say
my
that the
goodness.
footstool's ending things just yet here. But little bit of a flex, I'll be honest. You get
Yeah.
footstooled, and
Very unnecessary, but
I think that it's necessary. There's 2 games here that you can win and lose, and that's your hands, and that's the mind. And we're seeing Kofu's will stay so strong in this matchup. So never count him out just yet. But it looks like when it comes to the hands game, Yep is just dancing all over
look at
Kofu.
that down smash. That's a good angle. Oh, but he misses the back air. Oh, that could have been a kill for Kofu, but
Just narrowly avoids it. Did manage to get a little bit of a cheeky hit on the up B, but the
Oh,
tech on
good
stage.
Down tilt, good down tilt.
It's going to
And
be a good
I've
secure kill.
noticed a lot of times Game & Watch up smash out of shield is really good for whiff punishing, right? I
Yeah.
have not seen any up smashes from Game & Watch connect.
Well, it's a slower move. Why Game
that
& Watch
was a
loves
good
to
call
spam
out.
it is because it's safe and because it's invincible. But
Yeah.
when it's not fast, and ZSS can just swing
Yeah.
at you, you lose to swinging. It beats a lot, but it is not going to beat all of the buttons that ZSS has to just test your strength right here. The helmet's
sure.
strong, but it's not going to beat through the incredible pressure that Yep has been keeping up. But when it comes to
Look at
100
this
to
advantage that Kofu has right
13%,
now, though, yeah.
yeah.
We kind of got lost talking about this analysis, but look at this difference, almost 100% lead. This is definitely still doable because I have seen all the ridiculous ZSS setups that can kill you at 50.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, Kofu definitely in a favorable position. Oh!
Ooh, was that bomb that killed there?
Yes, it is.
Really, really good coming from
Good on
Kofu.
Kofu for taking that back. Like I said at the beginning of the game, I was kind of doubting. I was like, this seems like this will be tricky, but
Yeah.
hey, he proved me wrong.
He made the comeback. Like I said, if
That's what you love to
Kofu's
see.
trusted his Game & Watch, I will too. Right?
Yeah.
Another thing that I find interesting is when it comes to Yep with the ZSS pick, he was telling me he watched Mars at SmashCon,
Yep.
saw him place top 8, and he was like, "Ugh, I need to call
I
her,
gotta
dude.
do it."
I need to call her," is what he said when it came to ZSS. So maybe we're seeing a little bit of the butt dial play come in.
He has ZSS in his contacts list as like never under any circumstance.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these characters are just drugs. You get the good hit when you hit that thing, right? You got Nair Flip Kick as ZSS.
Oh
You got
my
such
goodness.
good strings as that character. And it's so hard to pick up where ZSS lacks if Kofu forces the right game on him. Because we were talking about how ZSS thrives on killing from their two pieces. But if you don't get the meaningful hit 1, hit 2 is going to be so hard to land. So, depending on the game that Kofu forces here, we might see a little bit of why Kofu is so confident in the Game & Watch. But the percents are not telling that story.
We have, yeah, I'm thinking that the reason that Yep probably chose this stage is likely to try to get some early kills with those up Bs.
That's true.
I cannot talk. Specifically off the side. And as we saw, it also aids things like that back air. Or a second ago, when Kofu was a little lower on percent, he was able to almost drag him all the way out into the blast zone just with 2 fairs. Like,
There you go.
those types of stuff will be working a little bit better here.
There's one factor, and the other that I'm thinking
that
is
shark.
the
but
blast.
what a good mash.
The blast zones are small, but the stage is not. And when you got the room to move around, that just makes all of your tricky movements so much stronger when you can
Yeah,
be so much
don't
more
you don't get boxed in so easily.
far away. Exactly.
Yeah.
Even though ZSS wants to stay glued to Game & Watch for this matchup, when the space is forced, it limits Kofu's options so much more into so much, I think, stronger options.
I can't tell if he was trying to grab a ledge with that Zera, if he was trying to like, if he saw the downer coming and was like,
Yeah.
I'll mess you up, but
Interesting.
unfortunate. But that said, Yep did have the lead, but it's suddenly closing out.
It's
like,
slowly dwindling. I mean,
It's
you're
only
getting
20%.
trades, and something tells me that Game & Watch likes the trades more than ZSS does.
yeah, I mean, plus you, even with just the bomb, you'll have active hitboxes sometimes, even if you're taking the hit. As if they don't hit the bomb, like, you might still take the explosion.
Right. I mean, as Game & Watch, it's all about setup payoff. But with, like, ZSS, it's just go, go, go.
Yeah.
Do or die, right? So,
Connect your moves and you'll be golden.
yeah. I mean, Kofu is trying so
Oh,
much
the
harder
unfortunate turnaround.
to focus on his spacing, how far he is away from ZSS at all times, knowing that it is Yep's control of how far away he is from him at all times So playing more than one game here, because they're not just playing buttons, they're playing movement. They're playing good spacing, right? And it looks like that's what Kofu's really struggling with here. He's got a whole stock to come back against, and we know that it's in him. So we just have to see the Game & Watch pull through. If he's got faith in it, so do I. But
this said, it's going to be very tricky. He's at a percent now where he cannot take anything.
like a back air, per se.
All right. Well,
There
that
we
is
go.
winners finals in Yep's favor.
We are going to see 3-1. Very, very nice.
I guess it's time for me to play Melee. The game
Diara on
that
the
is
melee?
All
What?
right. I will
All
see
right.
you all later.
Peace out, Diara. Pleasure. I'm kidding. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. All right. How's it going, chat? Can we get some ones for awesome Smash Ultimate? Let's see some ones, guys. I'm curious to know who we got up next. J24 and Prince HD? This is gonna be really fun to see go down. That started.
I was gonna say so. I was gonna be like Junior 24, but I'm older than you. Look at this guy acronym. That's why.
Is it not just Prince HD?
It is, but I type it out.
There's a chance that just like how I struggle saying J24's name, I absolutely botch it when typing it in. There's a very high likelihood. It's.
Call him Josh. J24.
Let's call him Josh. Mr. J24 is my father's name, okay? Josh is fine. That's fair, yeah. Frosty's 15, yeah.
Don't worry, Josh. I feel like in Smash, there's not people who you can check like that. But in Magic, there are people where I'm like, ooh, you've been playing longer than I've been.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's like a really good thing to take into consideration when it comes to your general play. Frosty's 16 as of 4 days ago. Man, license, driver's license dub right there. Let's get some ones in the chat for driver's license. Yeah. No, I was saying, I think it's something when it comes to knowing the age of your opponent, because whether or not you need to counterplay them being dust and bones is, I think, a really important thing. Because if you just throw water in there, they're just like really like goopy ash, right? And it's so hard to play when it's like that.
If they're like old, you're like, ooh, they can't play properly because they're old. But if they're young,
Yeah.
you're like, if I turn on Subway Surfers on my phone, they'll be so distracted.
Exactly. And then if you got like a millennial, maybe a Family Guy funny moment.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Take out a
Compilation
fidget spinner,
4.
just like spin it.
Oh, yeah. Hold that in their face, you know? But
No.
right now, it looks like both J24 and Prince HD are being so respectable and honorable to each other on the setup, but the game says something completely different. I mean, he's playing Steve.
This is an awful matchup for Rob.
Anything's an awful matchup for Rob, considering that he's big, Steve combos, and it's the best character in the game. Good luck, have fun.
I think this is a bad matchup for Rob.
I think this is a bad matchup for Rob. Yeah. We're looking at the first stock and only 26% to show for it, but it is going to build with a little bit of conversions. You got some Nair strings. You got a raw back air to help build that percent, as well as some laser, some Beyblade action. I mean, keeping Prince HD guessing where all of the Rob hits are coming is really, really good. But when Steve can just swing, and there's 63 on the board, 68, whatever. I'm just, something tells me that that character's good.
No, it's fine.
It's okay. It's the biggest psyop of the century. Steve is good.
He's not even that good. Just pick
Yeah.
Cloud. Steve can't do anything.
just pick Cloud. We do know that J24 has a Cloud, so we know that best player in the world at the current moment, and being Akla, struggles against Spargo. Does the second best player in the world, being Prince HD, struggle against the third best player in the world being J24 when he picks Cloud. There are too many characters.
Wow, we have the two.
There's too many characters, both in the game and in J24's name. There's 3 that I can mess up.
Okay, hear me out. What if J24 convinces Prince to just play random for every match from here on out?
I mean, when it comes to the Weber State local, I think the random is Hero Dittos, right? Now listen, I was lucky enough to take Game 2 against Prince HD in losers, and we gentlemans to a Game 3 Hero Ditto, and we might see something as honorable as that coming from both of these players, considering we have yet to see any Subway Surfers gameplay being thrown in Prince HD's face or Family Guy funny moments in J24's. Very, very honorable people, and we might see if their character choice next game reflects that.
I could see J24 swapping over to like to
Yeah,
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong against Steve.
It's probably better than Rob.
You think so?
Probably?
I've seen a lot of the J24 Lucina. That's what's freshest in my mind at the current moment, but I mean, I've been playing Cloud Dittos with like both J24 with Diara, because Cloud is a silly funky guy.
Yeah.
And I think that you need just as much silly funky in this game in your favor as much as like Steve has in his favor, because Steve is also silly funky guy.
Have you ever seen that one tweet from the guy who like was like, "Oh, Steve's gonna be an ultimate," and then he retweeted it? It was like years ago. He tweeted out and he retweeted it. He's like, "I'm sorry, guy."
Yeah, it wasn't even just Steve's gonna be an ultimate. It's just like the ruiners of games, right? We saw Fox for Melee. We saw Meta Knight for Brawl. Bayonetta for 4, and he's like, it's bound to happen. And Steve was Smash Ultimate. And a 4-year call-out paid off. Oh, yeah. I have seen it, and it's phenomenal that we got such prophets of our time that we can look to for their intrinsic wisdom.
But is Steve more annoying than Kazuya?
Yes. What are you asking yourself right now? Like,
See,
what justification are you trying to give Steve?
I think Kazuya's way worse. As a,
Really?
Not trying to be a Steve apologist here.
Look, I don't think Kazuya's even number 2 in the most hated. I think Pithra is worse as a problem for this game than Kazuya is. It's Steve at number 1, and we can all kind of agree on that. But I don't think that Kazuya's number 2. I don't think that Kazuya's even number 3. I think that Sonic is more problematic.
Wow,
than
J24 got the first game.
Yeah, that's amazing to see. I mean, the robot's pulling through. We were talking about how he's big and how much Steve loves to combo, but yeah. Frosty in chat saying that Kazuya is 7th in the rankings.
I think Kazuya's ranked higher on hate than Steve, though.
It depends.
Steve is hated because he's like kind of campy, right?
No.
But Kazuya's hated because he just like kills you.
I love how you say that like Steve also doesn't just kill you off of a single up
well,
tilt.
sometimes he doesn't always just kill you. Frosty's right. There's only one top Kazuya now that he doesn't play Kazuya anymore.
Exactly. It used to be 2.
So there's only
Used
one.
to be 2.
Used to be 2.
Frosty and his best friend Riddles. He'd go over and they'd play at Riddles' house. Yeah. And then like huff sand in the sandbox to prep for their Kazuya gameplay.
Yeah, because they're like babies or whatever.
Exactly. They've known each other way back. Way back before 4 days ago when he turned 16.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how Frosty feels now that he can't just go eat sand in the sandbox anymore. Now
I
he's an
know.
adult.
Yeah. You got responsibilities. Sandbox with Riddles goes hard. I'm just picturing that beautiful man Riddles throwing sand up like it's the first time he's seen the ocean. Like you've seen animes where they see the ocean for the first time, right?
It's
and
like
they're
that,
just
but
like,
for sand.
it's that, but it's just sand. And their mouths are open looking to the sky and the sand is just falling in. They're getting some extra dinner.
It's falling all into his eyes. He's like crying.
Yeah, tears of joy and pain.
And pain.
All right. Right into the game at hand that we got here. As much as Riddles' sandbox is interesting, I can tell you that the fact that Prince HD is going to Pithra is a little bit more crazy here. Like, I'll be real.
I was talking to Prince before this.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks this is a completely awful matchup for Rob.
You know, something tells me that Sword, and that's what I think.
Sword and fast is
Sword-
pretty bad for Rob.
Sword and fast. And then when you want to sword and I kill you and your weight doesn't matter. Because Rob big, and we've been talking about how it goes against Rob's favor. But sometimes it goes in, considering it's hard to kill him if you don't have things that can, you know, exploit.
Killed the heaviest character in the game.
Yeah, Rob,
Or, like,
the
one
heaviest.
of the heaviest
exactly.
characters.
Yeah. So, the fact that you can press a button and kill with every single one of your normals is also pretty good in this matchup. I'll be real. Beyblade takes stock. We're looking even stocks and 18% to come back from in J24's favor, which, I'll be real, you're playing Rob? I think that's going to be pretty easy to do. But it looks like Prince HD is giving J24 a run for his money, making the opening so hard to get and forcing him to resort to his projectiles, his top, his laser, all that good stuff. But there's an opening. There's Nair into up air. More up air chase downs. Pithra struggles with getting juggled, considering their landing options are pretty risque. I mean, you got air dodge, and you got the low amount of invincibility that comes from swapping, but you don't have any other like fast landing options. I mean, Pyra's up B is pretty reactable and punishable, so using that to land faster, I'll be real, not the best option. I'm glad to know that Prince HD knows that, but we'll see if that changes anytime soon.
See, Prince is doing pretty good this game because he's only been hit by the gyro like a couple times trying to pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
That takes real skill, I think.
I have to agree. I mean, when you Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle. Days strong. I want those lyrics memorized
I
now
feel
so I
like
can just
yeah.
read them off like it's a copy pasta.
I watched the first episode of that not too long ago.
Yeah?
It's pretty garbage, but it's
Yeah.
really funny garbage.
It's funny garbage, and it's so inspiring garbage to know that there are metal tops that is stored in their cool ass wrist thing. Have you seen the thing that's like
Yeah,
on their
the
wrist
cool
that they
wrist
keep it in?
thing.
Like, get me one of those. Forget Rolexes. Get me a Beyblade,
Beyblade
wrist
right.
carrier, and I am gonna be flexing that to everybody. Wealth, nah. Power. Try to fight my Pegasus Beyblade. I'll see you in the ring.
So you know the names of some Beyblades. I'm
Some
a
of 'em,
fake
yeah.
fan. I don't know.
used to have my own, so I can't remember. I think it was, if I remember right, the name of the Beyblade was Leo, and it's a green one. And the green one was so aggressive, and he had such a cool character, much like J24's got such a great Rob to pilot to kick PhD right back to the character select screen. We'll see if we see someone new. Yeah, this is a.
You guys have done best of 5 before, right?
No, this is the best of 5 now.
This is best of 5, right? This is top
Yes,
8.
this is best of 5. No, he's just
I'm
wondering
just
if it's a
making
best
sure-
of 3
because you
or
were
a best of
questioning.
5,
Yeah, this
but
is
it's a
best
best
of
of 5. Best
Yeah.
of 5. Enjoy game 3, guys. He's got a 2-game deficit to make up here, Prince HD. Looks like we're going to be going to Hollow Bastion. Very, very interesting. Let's see here. We're going back to the Steve. I think he did a little better in game 1, too, so I say good pick coming from PhD, knowing that it is the best character in the game.
You want to know, I think,
Much like Leo is the best Beyblade.
you want to know where Prince HD messed up? He's not playing Min for Edge.
That's right. How is this supposed to be for our girl? Also, her birthday's today.
And he's
so
not even,
anybody
like-
watching this on stream that hasn't already gone to the Discord, if you're even in, wish Edge a happy birthday or God have mercy on your soul, okay?
I haven't done that. Should I do that right now, live?
Let's do that. Yeah, in fact, I'll do the same
You
too.
will
I'm going to wish Edge a happy birthday in our DMs.
At Edge.
Wait, we should coordinate and
We
send
have
our
to-
happy
yeah, we have
birthday
to time-
messages
okay.
at the exact same time.
I hope I'm adding the right edge in the Discord.
Is there a different? Yeah, that's the
Yes,
right
okay,
edge.
that's the right
Okay,
edge.
ready? 3, 2, 1, send it. Guys,
See, that's really big because I'd never talk in the Discord, you know.
yeah, that's a coordinated assault right there is what it's called. If the birthday wishes are not felt, then we got a problem. I'll go beat it into her skull. Make sure that she knows she's loved and appreciated. Grr.
Except for when she plays Min Min, though. Sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie though, the Edge Min Min's cool. I've heard that they want to pick up Sonic, and they want to play an optimal Sonic. Now, like with Fire Muffin Sonic being very buttony,
Fire
it's
Muffin's
very
pretty-
cool.
yeah,
it's
Fire
very
Muffin's
cool.
pretty aggressive
But
Sonic.
the Sonic that Edge wants to play is not that. So I say we just
Just let it stay
positive
Min Min.
reinforcement.
Like-
Just stay another one of the most problem. I think that Min Min is a bigger problem than Kazuya is. I think Min Min's a bigger problem than Kazuya is. And even then, I am supporting my girl in her endeavor to be ARMS for the Nintendo Switch. However, I look at the screen and I don't see yee ass gameplay. I own ARMS. I know and can call it for what it is. This is Smash Ultimate. It's insanely hype and cool and awesome. Just look at this ledge games that J24 is playing, trying to make his way in, and Prince HG just having the answer and saying, no, up smash. You feel me? Look at that gyro toss from all the way across stage and tell me that that long-range gameplay is not better than ARMS from the Nintendo Switch.
It's kind of unfortunate. J24 got a stock off of Prince HD. Prince like went too low and then he couldn't elytra up or something.
Yeah.
And Prince now has the lead, which is too bad.
Yeah. What do you mean it's too bad? This guy needs to make a 3-game comeback, and if this is the start of it, that's hype. Regardless of
even
if you're
if you
playing
play
Steve.
Steve?
Even if you play Steve.
The reverse sweep cancels out being Steve.
Yep. Just like up air cancels out that parried back air and just takes the stock for J24. Very,
I thought you were
very
gonna
nice.
say cancels out being alive.
Yes. You're also right about that, so I can't argue. All right, ooh, trying to go for that active down air, but stalling off the stage, kind of making that tricky.
I think this is a good stage for Steve too.
Yeah?
I think he gets good
I-
choices of what he wants to mine.
Oh, definitely. I think that Diamond is a good tool for Steve, considering that it just got comboed into from the TNT. We call that in the business 4D chess. We are seeing the start of a 3-game comeback. Let's take it to Game 4. We know about the legends of Game 4 McLeo, but how about the Game 4 PhD?
Since you said 4D chess, have you ever played 4D chess with
Multiversal-
Universal?
I
or-
wish. It's 4D chess with multiversal time travel. And
I've
it
played
sounds
against
interesting.
bots before, and you're playing a game, and it's like, I checkmated you 4 timelines ago, 7 moves, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what's happening?
Yeah. I mean, if you're willing to make chess a game that you just throw JoJo's Bizarre Adventures plot into, I'm not against that. But it's not something I want to partake in because I've not seen any JoJo's. Neither have I played any 4D chess with multiversal time travel.
One OP tactic in that chess game against someone that's better than you, like at chess,
Yes.
you can just make a new timeline, and then they're like, I'm confused now. I'm losing new timeline time.
Yeah. Listen, really good play, I'll admit, but little do you know, I've watched the CW Flash TV show and know
You
as
know.
much as I can about time travel and different multiverses. So, not to say that I'm already prepped for this crazy gameplay, but I am. But you know what I'm not ready for? Like I said, that Game 3 comeback for Prince HD. We're seeing double the percent on J24 than PhD has at the current moment. And when Steve has all of these amazing options to kill, that stock you have to covet with all of your soul as J24, because Steve, Funny Blockman, can and will take it for himself.
I'm really surprised Gyro
there's
hit
Beyblade.
Prince HD out of the minecart.
Guys, Beyblade.
He
That's crazy.
Beyblade, let it rip.
He fought an epic
He
battle.
fought an epic battle.
Yeah.
There's no time for doubt now.
Your bays won't let you down.
See, we figured it out.
Yeah. I'm totally not Googling
The
Beyblade theme song lyrics.
I'm pretty sure those are the lyrics.
It sounds right, so I'll agree with you. The name of the song is called Metal Fusion.
Well, that's the name of
That's
the show.
awesome.
Beyblade Metal Fusion. That's the name of the show.
Oh.
Who's the fake fan now?
God damn. I got counterplayed. No. Yeah.
How close were we?
You were right, but I wasn't. No time for doubt now, and I said your bays won't let you down, but it's no place for backing down.
We were close.
That was close. That was close. All right. Much like how this stock is really close to being stolen from J24, I don't know if you've seen, but Steve has diamonds.
That's busted.
That's what I'm saying.
See,
And
if
he also
I-
has flint and steel. He's ready. So he mined the obsidian with the diamonds. And he's also got the flint and steel
So
to
he
light
can
his
make a
portal to
nether
the
portal.
nether and just absolutely escorting J24 to the depths of hell. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I wonder if J24 is hoping that Prince plays Minecraft kind of like how I do, where like you get diamonds and you stop playing. So
Yeah.
like Prince should just get diamonds and quit out.
You see, I don't even get diamonds. I just find silly blocks for a house. If I find slime blocks and I find rare wood types, that's all I need. So I can tell you, Prince HD, absolute leagues ahead of me when it comes to his Smash Bros. Gameplay, knowing that if I played Steve, I'd probably just try to build a house. But you see that magma? He went down to the nether, got the magma, and used it
I
to
don't think
slab
you have to-
J24
I'm pretty sure-
directly to the depths.
You can get the magma blocks from not the nether, I'm pretty sure. You can find them in the ocean.
So anyways, Prince HD and Chase. Ooh, there's a down smash, but it is sending the other way cross stage and letting Prince HD take a hold of his stock a little bit longer. He wants to get as much use of those diamonds as he can. That tool durability is a big factor, but it looks like he has another diamond for the next stock.
If he does get stock, he might not.
Whoa!
Wow.
We saw another creative mode combo here. Guys, Prince HD said it himself. He is Megamind. Big brain gameplay. We saw the TNT into back air last game, and we saw Anvil into down smash stage spike this game. Not to say that he's the best to ever do it, but what I say, 3-game comeback, my man is more than possible. Oh, yeah. Listen, not to say that Steve is completely control of your set now, but let's just say that as for now, it's under new management. That's
So
a
the
reference to Megamind,
So
by
the
the way.
reverse sweep could happen. It's very possible.
More than possible,
Maybe
I
J24
say.
is just playing with his food. Maybe, you know, he's like, it's like, I'll just let him
Interesting.
win 2.
Yeah, give him a false sense
Then
of
I'll
hope.
crush his dreams.
Oh, yeah.
J24 seems like the type of guy.
Yeah, I mean, for being notorious for infamously saying you're so good and being
Yeah.
so polite
Yeah.
about his gameplay, I think today's the day that facade drops and his
And he
true
crushes some
intentions
hopes
is
and
shown.
dreams.
I am John Robb, and I will steal your stocks.
It's Josh Robb.
Josh Robb. That was a callback to the last time that I commentated because I messed up J24's name and said you should change your tag to John Robb. Yeah, that's Josh Robb. I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man.
Changed man.
And as for right now, it looks like this isn't a changed game. We got a little bit of a lead coming in J24's flavor, but, I mean, there's this stock comeback. I mean, you're looking within a single % differential for the hits. It looks like Steve is out of iron, though. Don't say too loud. because we don't want to influence the
He'll
gameplay.
he'll just get it back. You know?
He'll just, oh, well, he's
See.
got some back. He's all good now. He's all
All
good
good.
now. You see, there's minecart. And there's Beyblade. Ooh,
Wow,
but just
that didn't,
falls
like,
beneath the
yeah.
stage. He kept on mashing the B button, so it went out for longer, and it did catch, but he had it for too long to the point that the gravity made it so that he couldn't drag Prince HG with him to the nether. That's crazy, dude. That's absolutely crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Oh my god. That was so crazy.
Wouldn't it, if he's dragging him down, wouldn't it be to like the deep dark now instead of the nether? Whatever
Right,
that's called?
right. Escort him to the warden. Show him who's boss. Or he could take him to heaven with the glowstone portal that you place the water
take
in,
him
you
to,
know?
the Aether.
Take it, yes, the Aether. Or whatever the very real Minecraft realm is called. You know
Yeah.
where you make the glowstone,
Glowstone, you put the
portal
water
frame,
bucket,
and you
yeah.
put the water bucket. Yep.
Yeah, that's the Aether, the very real Minecraft.
Minecraft heaven.
Yeah.
There you go. Very real. Much like this stock is very well the last one that
See, it's
Prince HG is
crazy
going to
that
have
Prince-
this stock.
It's crazy Prince is doing the like game reverse sweep. He's also doing the stock reverse sweep right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, he's playing Steve. If he makes this comeback, he is an enemy of society for being
So
carried.
really he can't win.
But more so than that, he doesn't just wipe the floor. No, he gives himself the anime protagonist plotline of having to come back 3 games to 1. 3
And 3
stocks to 1. There you go. I'm ready. And I don't know if J24 is. That's going to be the deciding factor. We're seeing Rob Nair. Very good move. But, spoiler alert, Steve's entire kit is very good.
I don't know, he's high percent, doesn't have very many materials. He has
He's
diamonds.
got diamonds. And he's getting back those materials almost instantly, building a wall and doing more mining, crafting. I'd say that that's pretty good. Pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty crazy. But there's the Nair to boot. Down air is going to take it, though. He's made a 3-stock comeback already. Even stocks, but 131% to come back from is going to be a feat.
Oh, that's
but
a good spot dodge.
Spot dodge on the down smash is going to be the catalyst to start that plot line right here, right now. Let's see it. Trying to be tricky with some minecart shenanigans, was able to re-grab and get back in, take him on a little ride. But Rob Nair is ready. There's the upbeat, trying to be tricky,
no.
and down smash is going to take it. That is 3-2 for J24. Maybe if I would have messed up his name once during this set,
would've
it would have
lost.
had a different outcome. I did say John Rob instead of Josh Rob, but I rest my case.
Yeah, Doc
Looks
on
like-
1K3 play.
How interesting.
You'll play against
Sergeant
Popper. You can go do
Oh
that
boy.
now.
Yep.
I don't know. Michelle's name.
That's my 5th seed, guys. Sergeant Popper, 5th seed of the tournament, was able to place it, and he is something else. Let's get some ones in the chat for Popper, guys. Some ones in the chat for Popper. Let's get some Isabel Poppers on the screen. All right, Beta in editing, throw some Isabel Poppers on the screen. Pew, pew, pew. Let's get some confetti. Let's get some SmashCon confetti, that Meister and the failed confetti. Yeah, let's get some cheering in the background. Woo!
This is the best of 5.
This is the best of 5, by the way.
Best of 5.
Best of 5.
You have to win. You have to win 3 games. No, you have to win 3 games.
That means whoever plays a better 5 games.
3 games. Yu-Gi-Oh already have the handshake problem. We don't need that in Smash.
Just don't understand because if it's a best of 5, that means you were the best out of 5 games. So there's no sense.
So no, it's so you play 5 games, and whoever impressed us the most, whoever gets the craziest Twitter clip combo, we're just gonna say it was a Swift 5-0. Not. I'm gonna be here with the Smash 64 combo contest rating cards, ready to berate you.
All 5 games, but our scores are so high for you.
Yeah, yeah. We're going to take them to the training mode, and whoever gets the higher combo count wins. These characters both got some pretty crazy tools to help them out in that. You got Snake with the grenade that you can combo into a lot of your aerials with. And with Duck Hunt, you got just about every single one of your specials. You got the Gunman. You got the Frisbee. You also got the can that we know Duck Hunt is so notorious for being so tricky with. And it looks like 1K3 is starting to see that firsthand with a % deficit to start off. But the comeback is being made. So don't talk too soon.
I'm a little surprised there's so much. I was muted still. I'm a little surprised there's so much damage happening right now. I thought they would both camp each other out, and the game would end in 6.5 minutes from now.
Yeah, well, I mean, not to say that Doc Hunt's the best to ever do it, but side B up air is pretty cool. I give that a solid 8 on my scorecard.
So that's pretty important.
Oh, yes. Let's see what 1K3 has to boot. Looks like he's got a Nikita to chase down Doc Hunt, but aerials coming from that dog is a good answer.
Do you think Doc Hunt has that dog in him?
I'd go as far to say that he is raw dog in this game, right? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I did. The only thing that could buff up Doc Hunt even more is if the dogs were out.
Oh.
That's a little bit of an IRL power-up for you to take right here. I don't know if you watched this last Super Smash Con combo contest, but the person who won by taking his socks and shoes off and playing with a second controller with Samus Charge Shot and Falcon Punch that he presses the B button with to end the combo. And the entire time they were cheering, feet, 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 feet. Pretty hype.
That's
I'm just
way
saying,
cooler than our tournament.
pretty IRL power-up that you got right there. You could just pull out the dog on screen, pull out the dogs off screen, and show 1K3 who's boss in all forms of gameplay. He's got the dog in him, mental. He's got the dog on the screen. That's playing to his hands. He's also got the raw dogs out. That's winning the cool factor game. Bare minimum, it's winning the OnlyFans, like, cash bringing game, right?
Yeah.
So,
And Doc Hunt's winning the actual game pretty hard right now.
I mean, yeah, you got 100% to come back from, but Snake is notorious for his setups, much like Doc Hunt is. We'll see who gets theirs first. Looks like up air is going to deny 1K3 the chance to take it this game. We're going to go to game 2.
You know, that guy might not understand how a best of 5 works, but he can play.
He can play.
I think
We
you
still have
won
the
that
5
game.
games that you guys are going to play in order to see, right? So, as of right now, highest score is Doc Hunt with an 8. Another thing I want to say, though, even though the dogs would win the OnlyFans income game, look at the leopard prince, look at the leopard print Snake, and tell me that that kinky man would not also get some dough rolling in.
I think you missed it. 1K3 asked kindly, can you please stop talking about the dogs?
Oh, man. If only someone were having a mic and had power in that type of position. But
I don't understand what's wrong with the dogs.
I mean, he's fighting them right now. He's fighting dogs. He tried to take one last game and the dog won, and now he's fighting dog number 2, and we'll see how well he does. I mean, he does have 100% on deck, so a lot of his kit is going to kill, but there is a little bit of a percent lead coming in the dog's favor. There's a side B back air to take stock. When Duck Hunt struggles to kill, that extra percent is so much more valuable on the Duck Hunt side, knowing that you're going to need it in order to get a lot of your stray hits to kill. But Snakes, nuh-uh, you got up tilt. You got like one of the best killing tilts in the entire game. Let's see how well you're able to use that factor of your gameplay, because right now it looks like Doc Hunt is taking the setups a little bit more seriously and trickily than 1K3 is.
I think one problem 1K3 is kind of running into is like Doc Hunt is so like in the air and fast, and it's kind of hard to hit C4 on him, which I feel like 1K3, when he just kind of hits a random C4, he can, like, just kill you, or he's able to, like, get something off of it. Doc Hunt has done so well at just being, like, all around, so he never gets hit by it.
I love that back air tipper to take stock. We're seeing another side B conversion. I give that a solid 7 on my scorecard. Another thing I'm thinking is you were talking about C4. Snake puts himself in lag when activating C4, and we've seen how good Doc Hunt is at getting off ledge with covering himself with can. Normally, Snake can afford to be a little bit laggy because when he's putting a whole minefield for you to work around, it's so hard to get back. But Duck Hunt does the exact same thing that Snake does, except when getting back on the ledge too. So he has to be more careful about when he's activating the traps he sets up, because Duck Hunt can just abuse the lag that you put yourself in to risk those high payouts.
So which one do you think is Duck and which one is Hunt?
So something tells me that the Duck is Duck.
No, I feel like the dog would be named Duck. No, I'm asking which one is... Because
We're parkouring to animals. We can go back to the
and
cheetah
which one is
print.
Hunt?
We can go back to
I feel
talking
like
about
the
the cheetah
dog
print.
is
Which
named Duck. No, for the dog.
Well,
he doesn't
Duck
get it.
Hunt as a character. Who's Duck? Who is Hunt?
He's in the game. Don't distract him.
Yeah, okay. We're back to the riveting gameplay. Looks like we're back with a slight percent lead coming in Doc Hunt's favor, but 1K3 makes it back and is able to start some of his good throw setups. He's setting grenades on the field, getting a little bit more momentum than he has these last games, so we'll see how long he can carry that.
I think another thing I've noticed watching Doc Hunt is he's done really well at grabbing the snake grenades and throwing them.
Ooh. Up B chase down with the back air to take first stock is pretty nasty, I'll say. I give that an 8 on my scorecard. They're tied right now. 8-8.
You
One
gave
of them's
Doc Hunt
gonna...
a 7 last game.
Yeah, but he got an 8 the first game. Ooh, that forward air could have got some really good mileage. But when you got the stock lead, you can kind of afford to go for some crazy plays, throw some crazy stuff. Maybe it's what'll get you the game, considering that this whole time 1K3 has been playing the comeback game and trying to close the distance against the wall that Doc Hunt presents, but this time roles are reversed, right? So we'll see how long he's able to keep that. There's Duck Hunt struggling to kill once again. Is Can gonna do it? Not yet. Snake's a heavy boy. There's a tricky Nikita landing on top of C4. There's some more explosions. There's side B, but the knockback is too high for Doc Hunt to convert off of it. The up air is going to do.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I thought this game would be more like campy between these two characters, but they're so like aggressive into each other.
Right. I love that for them, honestly. Knowing that this could have been so much of a snooze fest when it comes to commentating.
Sit over here and throw stuff at each other.
I haven't once had to try to make something interesting just through words alone, because these guys know how to make something interesting on their own. So they cover the interesting, and I cover the talking about dogs, just like that one blowing up from Nikita. Back to the stock lead coming in Snake's favor, 1K3 piloting. You do got 3 games to come back right here, and it looks like this one could be yours. You just have to keep that momentum, keep being tricky, and throw Duck Hunt off. But knowing that Doc Hunt is so familiar with crazy setups, I'd imagine that he's so much more perceptive to crazy things going on the screen. So the snake traps are a little bit harder to hit on this player.
I always like when you see Snake just like crouch.
Ooh, there's a throw into the can to take stock. 72% to come back from, and even then, 1K3 is keeping that climbing. There's Doc Hunt climbing to the blast zone. Top. C4, he's crazy.
See, 1K3 finally was able to use C4. Got a game.
Very, very good.
So, Doc, as I was saying, so the character is Duck Hunt, right? So which one of them is Duck and which one of them is Hunt?
So
Because I feel like the dog's name would be Duck and the bird's name would be Hunt.
And not only that, but you have the move Gunman. Only one of them can be Gunman, considering it's not Gunmen. So
Yeah,
which one is the true Gunman? Listen, we got to do 1K3 as many favors as we can. We got to fill Doc Hunt's head with this crazy nonsense propaganda to
really
make him think
thinking
about
about
it
it.
instead of the game. But something tells me that being a Duck Hunt player means he's so good at juggling these mental gymnastics. Looks like they were almost going to on it,
I think
but
they should have.
they did take it to Battlefield.
I don't know who gets the advantage of being on it.
I gotta say Snake, because he can grab cigarettes from the drugstore, but the dog is not allowed. And not just that, but who gets hit by more cars, dogs or people?
It's an interesting statistic. Should I
I'll
look
have
this
you
up?
know, I watched a dog get hit by a car, and I'm not traumatized at all. I'm just saying, Doc Hunt's chance of living on that stage is so much lower.
Did you see that? 1K3 almost got a spike there. If they were just a little bit more to the
Yeah.
left.
Very, very cool. I give that a solid 6 on my scorecard. I think it would have been a little higher if that were
If
off
he hit it,
stage.
it'd be like 9.
Yeah. Ooh, good up smash to take first stock in game 4 here. Knowing that this is how the one game that 1K3 took started, I say that this is a pretty good start coming from 1K3 here. Because when Duck Hunt struggles to kill, you can force Duck Hunt to play whatever game you want when you have the stock to play with, right? I don't think that one's the gunman if he was so easily disposed
Yes,
of.
that one's not him.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, good nair. Even with the strong hits, not able to take it so soon. 144 and still living. Snake's a heavy boy, and you know who's not? Duck Hunt when being forced with the monster that is Snake Tilts.
See, that guy didn't get hit, so maybe that was the gunman.
Maybe that one was the
Maybe
gunman.
maybe it was that one.
Yeah. There's another one. That one had 2 guns. So he cannot be the gunman because he would
'Cause
be
he
the
has-
guns man.
Yeah, the guns.
He would be the guns man if it was him. All right. We're seeing a little bit more Snake ledge shenanigans. 1K3's had such a hard time of catching Doc Hunt with these setups on ledge when he has can to cover himself. But it looks like Doc Hunt is having a little bit harder time maneuvering around the minefield that Snake is setting up this time around. There's another monster tilt, and it doesn't take stock, just barely. Let's see if you can get past the up smashes. He does. Let's see if 1K3 can get past the combo that's incoming from those side Bs, and he does narrowly avoid the down air. How about here? Ooh, back air whiff. But up air is not. That is going to be stock. 108% on the board that you have to make a comeback from, Doc Hunt. Let's see if you can do it.
These like shot puts have done so well for Doc Hunt right now, just like throwing them out and like getting things
Oh,
off
yeah.
net.
Oh, there's the monster tilts again. Doesn't kill even at 156 after the hit. At this percent, I do believe that Snake down throw puts in enough stun to true confirm into up tilt, which is the murder move. But you know what else murders? Nikita.
Just a
It
missile
doesn't
to
matter
the
that
face.
Doc Hunt has the counter pick. 1K3 is that guy. All right, he makes those comebacks. Game 5. What'd we say? It is who impresses us the most over the course of the 5 games that you are going to play.
So are you saying that 1K3 is going to be the man that Prince HD couldn't be and get the reverse sweep?
We'll see. We'll see. You have the chance to overcome the demons of the past and prove that you are better than those who came before you. That's a pretty inspiring story, and if that story happens, I just might have to give the narrative a 10 on my scorecard, meaning that 1K3 would win.
Doc Hunt is just so nice. I don't know if you saw that, but 1K3 banned, and then Doc Hunt picked a stage, and he went, "Oh, sorry, is that stage okay with you?"
Flies right over the head. Yeah. Have to double check to make sure Great Cave Offensive wasn't on that list. Yeah. I get it. I get it.
I keep saying it, that we should go to Great Cave and no one will go.
I mean, knowing that on stream before we've had crazy matches coming from Summit, coming from Congo Falls, coming from Mario Maker, I wouldn't be surprised. But it looks like these players are taking their narrative a little bit more seriously. So let's see if Doc Hunt is able to snuff the spark that turned into a blazing flame that is 1K3's gameplay, or if 1K3 can keep that fire going and burn out the dog. We're having some roasted duck, some roasted hunt. I don't care which one's which, if it's the dog, which one's the duck. Both of them are getting absolutely cooked by the snake here, but it looks like the percents are more even than games in past. So we'll see what 1K3 or Doc Hunt is able to make of this game.
I wonder how 1K3 feels about, like, because the can, right? Just
Right.
takes so much camera control.
That is something interesting that I haven't thought about yet.
As like a snake, how do you feel about that?
So when there are so many things to focus on screen, you got grenades, C4, can, side B, gunman. You have everything, right?
Yeah.
What if you just throw can into the opposite blast zone and the whole screen is so much smaller now and it's so harder to keep track of all of the traps that you have set up because it's so zoomed out. I don't know if you've ever gone to Special Smash and played on fixed cameras zoomed out. It is a nightmare, and that could be what Duck Hunt is forcing right here with that can play. But is he going to need it when he has the stock lead to boot? He's even getting a lot of that extra credit percent in right now. 87 on Snake, and those percents just keep on rising with good throw into can conversions. Looks like he might even be able to make those percents even. He's not even going to need it with that up air killing and making this 3 stocks to 1. See, 1K3 is putting himself in the same shoes that Prince did. Not only does he have the 3 game comeback to make, but he has the 3 stock comeback to make as well, and I am a believer. All right?
And we're kind of seeing that thing I was talking about where it's like, Doc Hunt is so, like, has so much movement that it's hard to use C4 against him a lot. And I feel like 1K3 is like, use C4.
I see that, yeah.
Where he's like, I think this is the time, and it's like, oh, never mind. He's just literally always moving.
So Duck Hunt has some pretty good moves when it comes to his specials. The side B's really laggy on coming out, but when can is frame 1, I mean, you can be so tricky with movement when it comes to B reverses, when it comes to all of this stuff. But it looks like the monster tilts are just going to possibly hat trick this game. The 3 back-to-back. Like, listen, I'm not going to talk too early, but it looks like 1K3 is making that 3-stock comeback. So I am excited to see where this narrative takes us. The scorecard has yet to be announced on who wins here. So convince me, right, that what you're doing is going to take it. Up air snuffing out the fire is going to give a 10 on my scorecard, meaning Doc Hunt takes the 5-game set.
Doc Hunt, stay here. Don't leave.
Looks like next up is going to be Doc Hunt on J24.
Talking about matchup experience.
Yeah, I like listening to this stuff.
Don't they know that we have matches to play?
Games to game even?
Games to game. He's trying to learn how to be a better
player. Don't they know that we got buttons to push?
Yeah.
These guys. Did you not hear me tisk tisk tisk?
Tisk tisk.
That was pretty. That was pretty shameful, wouldn't you say?
Like we need
take
probably
the
ready
hint
to play.
You know. Oh, they hand shook. They are.
That's some real sportsmanship.
That's some real sportsmanship. Really putting the sports in esports. Guys, J24 is back. I'll tell you what's not back, the pack. But should the pack be back when what's back is baby back ribs, baby back, baby back. Let's see if he can make some baby back ribs out of this dog.
So Doc Hunt won this matchup the first time, 2-1.
Did.
So it
was Doc Hunt that sent J24 to losers in the first place. I almost messed up J24's name right there. And he just got here. I don't know if that's spelling disaster for anything.
Why is it so hard to remember his name?
It's not to remember his name. It's to say
Say
it.
it right.
There are 3 letters. That's 3 whole chances to mess up.
Well, there's 1 letter and 2 numbers.
You see, even then, I just messed up because it's not 3 letters. Boom. J24's name, botched.
It's 3, like, digits, you could say.
Yeah. Listen, I've had the practice. We went from a J24 game to a 1K3 game to a J24 game again, okay? 1 letter, 3 numbers has been on the screen for the last good while now. And we'll see if it's able to stay even longer with J24 taking this set, but it looks like Chalk Hunt is giving him a run for his money, but is it going to matter when J24 has such strong conversions? You got down throw into anything you want. Looks like up throw isn't going to take stock just yet, and he doesn't have the time to throw an up smash out, but maybe the 143 that he's had the chance to build up will change that fact. Gyro in hand. Let's see if he's able to put a dog on the little skewer there. On the little Lazy Susan, the rotating plate. Make a buffet out of this duck hunt. There's laser going to be narrowly avoided off stage. There's an up air. Really good get off me option, but there's Beyblade, an even
I
better
feel that
one.
was like 3 Beyblades in a row from J24, and it's like, this one will kill him.
Something
This
tells
one
me
will
this will
kill him.
be
This one will kill him.
something tells me this will be an epic battle. See what I did there?
No, I don't see it. What are you what's the joke?
So, like, hypothetically, let's just say that they fought an epic battle, face off, and spin the metal. No time for doubt now. No place for backing down, right? I think that philosophy is what we're seeing firsthand in these games here.
Is that some like Sun Tzu Art of War philosophy you have there?
Yeah, so in case you haven't read War and Peace already, that's the takeaway. That's the philosophy, right? It's Tolstein. It's Tolstein. Do you want to know the only reason that I have that information? Because I watched the animated Peanuts movie, okay? It's a plot point. War and Peace by Tolstein, and instead, Charlie Brown reads the wrong book, and he accidentally reads something different. So, I'm
pretty sure I might have been a little distracted, but I'm pretty sure Doc Hunt hit a really good tech, and so he didn't die, and then he got the stock.
I mean, when it comes to even stocks, even enough percents for it not to really play too much of a factor. Games. That's what I'm saying.
This
Ooh,
game
good
is
down
kinda,
smash almost into can.
How this game has gone is kind of how I expected the Duck Hunt versus Snake game to go, where it's a little bit slower and like they poke at each other a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, we know how comfortable J24 is giving himself space to use gyro and lasers, such strong zoning tools coming from Rob, even though you have the strong combo convertibility off of so much of your hits, down tilt, nair. And J24 likes that spacious game, so this is going to be Doc Hunt using his tools to close that gap when he's willing to sit and shield behind gyro. But I'll tell you what, that smash attack is going to take it. Looks like we had forward smash to take game 1.
So Doc Hunt has a big advantage. I've seen him pick up gyro taking no damage.
Listen, that's really demoralizing for J24 here. When he knows that he can't just rely on his opponent's incompetency to get 3%.
Taking like 4%, picking
that's
up gyro.
really rough. You have to pick up for the slack that Doc Hunt isn't going to give you.
That 4% is not free.
Yeah. It's really, really rough. That extra 4% is, like, oftentimes the difference between a kill and not. But I'll tell you what isn't a difference in kill. 4% is not going to be the difference when it comes to Duck Hunt, considering you need so much percent built up in order to get a lot of kills on the board with your aerials, with your tilts, with anything like that. So when it comes to the percent build-up, Doc Hunt has been doing phenomenal. Really good setups when it comes to converting off of his can, converting off of his aerials, and just keeping J24 guessing on where he's going next. meaning that, well, Rob's Big has trouble with getting out of combos, and when that's what Doc Hunt is relying on to get the percent that he needs to take stocks, looks like that build-up is going to really pay off this set. First stock, Doc Hunt.
I always enjoy when J24 is on stream because he's just over there like, how are you so good?
Right?
You're such a good player.
Maybe this game is where evil
Oh.
Josh Rob comes out.
Ah.
Maybe.
See, that's what I mean with the can. Sometimes the can is just like bottom right of the screen, and the camera's like, this is important.
He's like, we got to get a camera clean finish on that blast zone. Yeah, look at how it drags the camera down. Yeah. I mean, we talked about how it makes it so much harder to see all of your tools as Snake with C4 and grenades. I think top is pretty big, so it's a little bit harder to lose yourself in that crazy camera game that Doc Hunt can force. So we'll see that game is so much harder to force on J24 here.
So down throw there killed it 157% for J24.
It's a pretty good reliable kill option, I'll agree.
Only
but
has to get up to like 150.
I don't know that
Not
percent is
hard.
what you want. If you're letting the dog live that long, there's something that you're doing wrong, because that's what the dog should be doing against you, not the other way around. Means Doc Hunt is playing absolutely phenomenally when playing to his survivability and cheekiness that he has with that movement with can that he can be reversing at any time, as well as using it as a combo breaker to get out of anything that Rob sets up that isn't 100% true. All right, there's the side B. The back air isn't going to tip her. There's another can to build up percent. You're looking 152, 161, and those percents just keep on building up for Doc Hunt here. 173, not going to do it. There's that struggling to kill Doc Hunt. We've seen how early that forward smash took first stock. If you have to force this game, like we said, whoever lives to those high percents, whoever abuses that survivability is often who's going to be claiming the game here. So we'll see how long Doc Hunt can keep a hold of his second stock here. He is at 110, but so much of Rob's kit can and will just kill. Like Beyblade. Let it rip, guys. Even stock, even percent. Stock's even, arms heavy. Mom's spaghetti. Let's get this bread, gamers.
All I can think of when you said spaghetti there's like a green text of someone where it's like my face when I just tripped at 4 a.m. with a plate of spaghetti. That's
Yeah,
all I, can
I
think
mean,
about.
listen, we know how easy fumbles are in your day-to-day life, so knowing that J24 has been avoiding a fumble like that is really good. 122, and he's forcing Doc Hunt to rely on those cheeky kills with raw moves, which is so much harder to do as Doc Hunt. There's Beyblade to take stock. What'd I say? He didn't fumble.
Didn't fumble.
Right there. Didn't fall flat on his face, green tech spaghetti style.
I wonder if that wouldn't have killed if it didn't drag him towards the right a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the big strengths when it comes to Beyblade is it moves, right? So you're more than creating an active hitbox in one place. You're creating a mobile fortress of active hitboxes that you can be caught in at any point, and it looks like Doc Hunt just wasn't ready for it.
I wonder if we'll see Doc Hunt pull out something like his Ganondorf.
The Doc Hunt Ganon.
We will not see Meta Knight. I know that. He's over it.
He's over Meta Knight. They've broken up.
Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha.
These have been super close games throughout. It's always nice to see, right?
Oh, definitely. Even on the slower paced game that you were talking about, how Snake was a little bit faster than the Rob here, we do see how back and forth these players are able to make these games, just showing that they are so in tune with their own shortcomings as players and their ability to make up for them in strengths in abusing their opponents. Very, very good. Like reflecting that can on top of getting some extra percent with the Beyblade, but it's not going to kill just yet, and it looks like neither will that down smash. Trying to snipe with the side B, the down B. Looks like the failing to recover is going to be what gets stock with only 19% on J24 to show for that entire Duck Hunt stock.
It looks like Doc Hunt was kind of getting ready for J24 to do something, then he just didn't do anything. And he's like,
Yeah.
well, now I'll die, I guess.
I mean, we talked about how Snake is so phenomenal at setting up a such hard trap game to get in on. And that time, it didn't matter that J24 didn't have a lot of active things out like gyro or laser or crazy things. If he has the right chase down and is able to call out all of the options that you choose to try to avoid all of these crazy setups that he's able to do as Rob, your stock's just gone. And we're seeing that now. I mean, look at these even percents. That is not to say that this is an even game. You got a whole stock lead on Duck Hunt right now. Duck Hunt doing his best to make the comeback, and even at 126, the up air isn't going to take Battlefield. You got the high ceiling, so even when it is your counter pick, looks like certain things are able to make it rough for you. I'll tell you what won't struggle to kill off the top, though. Down throw, up air. Rob is crazy.
I see what you did there, rough like a dog.
You see that? You see
I
that?
saw
Yeah, yeah.
that one.
Call that a little bit of a word play. You know, we were talking about dogs, and I said rough.
Because there's a dog on screen.
Yeah. Is there going to be a dog down below the table later? Who knows? He's yet to pull it out. Maybe that's exactly what he needs to make the comeback, considering that he almost just got 3 stocked. But Can is going to deny that possibility this game on Game 3. There's another Beyblade. Is this one going to take it? Not even close. Ladies and gents, even on the Duck Hunt counter pick, looks like J24 is able to take it this time around. We'll see how this looks moving forward. So guys, anyways, he's letting me know so I can tell all of you lovely viewers at home that they are going to be going PS2. We'll see how this plays out. Okay. Hudson taking a quick little break here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's to go get water, go to the little boy's room or something like that. I could use some water myself considering my throat is killing me, but you know what else is killing right now? J24's Rob against this dog. Absolutely crazy, but that's not to say that in a snap, almost instantly, Duck Hunt is able to take things right back into his own hands. You saw up air strings straight into aerial can conversions to kind of play pong with Rob. Back and forth, across string. You're here, you're there. Nah, you're up into the blast zone, almost dying, but Duck Hunt struggling to kill. It's going to be so much harder to make that happen. But Rob, not going to have those same issues. At 100, down throw is going to take the stock, and Duck Hunt is going to have to make the comeback.
Have you heard what J24 calls that move?
What does he call that?
He calls it the beat boop.
The beat boop?
Yeah.
Up air?
No, when you ground them and then they jump and you up air them.
Really?
That's the
Him
beat
with the
boop.
beat boop. The classic old 1-2. Forget Little Mac's haymaker that just bah, bah. We call that the beat
Yeah, but
boop.
Little Mac's a bad character.
Little Mac is a bad character.
So he doesn't get cool things like that.
And according to the tier list, so is Duck Hunt. But I can tell you that Doc Hunt, not to be confused with the character that is on screen right now, Doc Hunt is absolutely carrying the weight of that low tier placement right now with all of the crazy stuff that he has. But he does have a bit of a comeback to make here. You got a stock to take off of Rob, and he's making it so hard with all the active hitboxes he's using. He's doing so much better gyro usage. J24 is also using a lot of Beyblade, and that is something that Duck Hunt has really been struggling to navigate his way around. But we're back to even stocks, but double the percent on the dog. So we'll see how this plays out. There's the down throw, up air, beat boop, not gonna kill just yet. But a forward smash will.
I feel like Duck Hunt has been playing around so much like stuff from J24 when he recovers. I
Yeah.
think that's the first time J24 has just done that.
Yeah, I mean, you got the beat boop, but the is gonna take it.
He's been like looking out for the spike and like J24 coming off the stage and like trying to hit a move.
Yeah, totally. And I'll tell you another thing that one of these characters has to look out for. That can. Absolute monster. And he's been using it so well in his combos, but it could also be used in that offstage presence. You can't go high against me. I'm shooting my little guy out there, my little can, and explodes, taking stock with, yeah, good thing to show, but percents are telling a different story. Dokkan is going to have to make a deficit comeback here, but he's not struggling to do it just yet. You're seeing good conversions, late hit nair, trying to continue on with an F smash, but it's going to just fall shy. Good up air off of the ledge to take J24 into the air, and looks like that is where Dokkan is going to keep him. This time off stage, trying to convert with Frisbee. Not going to do it just yet, but throws will. There's the Canon platform. You got to be careful. But the gyro just as strong as a crowd control option here. Down smash isn't going to do it. There's forward throw. The can is exploding right here. Dokkan's able to send out a new one. That just went straight through Rob. I saw him nair, and that just didn't. Well, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2-2. What we say, this is a best of 5. You guys will be playing 5 games whether you like it or not. Whoever impresses us the most does take it. Something that I think is really crazy is 2 games back-to-back was Dokkan's counterpick, and J24 won both of those games, right? So when it comes to the stage pick, I don't know how much of a difference the counterpick being in J24's hands is going to make here. We'll just have to see. Starting off, a quick gyro is going to get some good percent on the board. I don't know if Dokkan tried to pick it up, but he did run into it, getting a few extra percent. That just might be the difference here that taking this game will make. But a parry on the F smash, power move.
I think one interesting thing about these 2 characters, when Rob throws out gyro and Dokkan throws out the shot put, the frisbee, whatever it is, the birdie. I think it's called a birdie.
Yeah.
Dokkan can actually just pick up gyro, and J24 doesn't have that option of just picking up the birdie and then using it himself.
But then again, when it comes to these being characters that use on-stage presence, J24's is an item and Dokkan's aren't, meaning that Dokkan might not have the experience to use gyro like another character that had an item, say like Diddy Kong with banana peel or Snake with grenades, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, you can use the gyro against him, but how well versed are you in that game? Because you're not going to be getting that experience from playing the dog here. But you will get an up air to take stock, I can tell you that much. Good laser. There's a gunman. I think that one's the gunman. I've seen him quite. I've seen him quite a bit.
I think they'll have an equal chance of spawning. I've asked Dokkan how this works before, and I've forgotten.
That's awesome.
As a professional does.
You know, with me and the Dior talking a lot about the logistics of Kofu's Game & Watch side B, I wish I had some crazy facts to bust out about the dog's little gunman here, but with as niche of a character as this is, it's really hard to have those just ready to boot, which could be a strength coming for Dokkan. He does have this character that is so hard to get consistent practice against, but you have just played 4 games with him, so how comfortable are you?
And
that is the real test here.
They played 3 earlier as well.
Played 3 earlier, yeah. There's a down throw. Is this going to get stuck? There's the up tilt. Not going to be able to converge into the up air. That's Guns Man.
That's Guns Man.
Yep. That's Beyblade. And it's going to take stock.
That's the Metal Fusion.
Yep. That's what makes this battle epic.
Do you think Rob was the Beyblade that Moses used to part the Red Sea?
You know, something tells me that this funny little down tilt spamming 2 eyes beat boot MF. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one.
And doth God said to Moses, let it rip.
That's canon in Beyblade. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah. Wait, really?
Yes, that happens in Beyblade. I'll show it to you later. Yes, that is.
You have to.
There's a part in one of the Beyblade shows where it shows Moses parting the Red Sea with the Beyblade.
Guys, I might just be a fake fan with as much of these crazy facts as I am getting about Beyblade here. This is blowing my mind. Regardless of whether or not it happened in the show, I think that, yeah, Rob is the Red Sea that, bare minimum, J24 is using to part the Red Sea, that is the projectile hell that Doc Hunt is setting up with Can, with Frisbee, with Gunman. Every single thing here. And in comes J24 cleaving through the pressure that Doc Hunt is presenting. But let's see if throwing into the can is going to take it. Not just yet. But a forward smash will, guys, that is your game 5. I give that a 10 ending on my scorecard, meaning that Doc Hunt does take this best of 5. I immediately looked over to them, and both of them were leaned back, face to the sky, sigh of relief, and like it was like a glitch in the Matrix moment for me. Like, it looked the exact same on both of these ends, so... Oh, man.
Come play.
All right, guys.
Here, let me see if I can pull this up on my phone while we wait.
Yeah.
Beyblade Moses.
We are going Kofu. Okay.
Oh, I took a screenshot.
All right. All right, guys. Commentary. I am hoping that I can convey the crazy thing that I am being shown right now. This is a YouTube clip of Beyblade Moses is the title of the video, and we are going to see, apparently, Beyblade Moses.
So he's talking about throughout history, there's these powerful Beybladers.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, zoom in on the
See,
glasses.
look,
That's
there
great.
it is.
They're all... Oh, my God. Beta, this is so crazy. Throw that on screen. Throw that on screen. Oh, you need a screen. Clip this, like screen record, and send that into beta to throw on the clips. Guys, that is absolutely crazy. That's nuts. That's wow. You know. Looks like Doc Hunt isn't going to have an opponent this time around. Let's see if he throws on a level 9 CPU to take Kofu's place.
Oh, what do you think's harder, Kofu or a level 9 CPU?
Depends. Is it a Kazuya?
It is a Kazuya.
Kofu's a level 9 Kazuya. The level 9 Kazuya wins. Have you not seen how many YouTube content there is of people trying to beat level 9 Kazuyas? The day that character released, taken to a whole new level. Forget the Kazuya content coming from Riddles and all of the crazy Electric Wind Godfist conversions. No, just trying to beat a level 9 CPU is a feat in of itself. But it looks like instead we are going to see the Kofu Game & Watch to take off. Another AI that would be busted to throw in is an Incineroar Amiibo. Guess what? When it comes to Amiibo tournaments, which, yes, exist, Incineroar is banned because his AI is too strong when trained on an Amiibo. And you know what else is too strong? The pressure that Kofu is exerting here coming from...
Doc Hunt needs to be careful.
Guys, did you not see... Did you... Not only was it reflected by Bucket... So Can got stronger because it was reflected, but then it exploded and then got absorbed by Game & Watch. What the hell? That's crazy. That's nuts. You see, look. He absorbed Can that time. It only got 2 bars. So not only is Doc Hunt having control on the Can, Kofu has almost just as much control over what the Can is, does, and the value that it provides in this game against the Duck Hunt. That
I think I saw.
I'm wild and
I think when the can was just sat still, Kofu just hit it, and again
another oil spill kill. Guys, something tells me that this is a bad matchup. Something tells me
this matchup might be kind of bad.
Yep. Steve, I'm gonna have to go with -3, and the board says, ding, #1 answer, right there. There's an up smash. Is it going to take? Nope, it just invincibilities through Frisbee. Guys, Game & Watch. Am I right? There's Bucket reflected and absorbed. Something I did notice, though, is even though that was reflected, it filled up too. So I might have some questions for Doc Hunt after this game when it comes to the logistics of Can.
If it explodes, it might fill up more.
Yeah, no, something that I'm thinking. So I'll save the question for after this game because something tells me that it's ending very soon. That is Swift 2 stock.
Wow, this seems like a horrible matchup.
Doc Hunt, I'm curious. when it comes to Can, the more shots that it takes from you hitting it with neutral B, does it get weaker? Or is it like based on projectile lifespan? Like how strong is Can? Weaker. Because I know that the range that you get from pressing B multiple times happens. Another theory is pressing B staling Can itself. So like, is Can hitting staling, or is it pressing the move and that's making it weaker? Oh, really? That is interesting. Okay. 1.0 Reflector. So, not to say that Game & Watch's Reflector made that Can stronger. So, the fact that sometimes he was getting a full bucket off of it and sometimes he was getting a 2-bar bucket off of it is interesting, and I really want to know where the power from Can comes from. Considering that our answer is not 100% certain coming from Doc Hunt. It could be projectile lifespan and how long it's been out. It could be how many times it has been hit by the Can.
I'm a little surprised Doc Hunt is staying this character.
You know, something tells me the same.
Surprised.
But, hey, if he believes in it, then so do I. All right?
He just won't use Can at all. He doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it. But he's going to use it anyways, and it is going to work. How do you feel now, Kofu? That tool that you used to just completely deny Doc Hunt didn't work. It didn't.
I think he feels pretty
Demoralized
fine.
yet?
I think he's fine.
You think he's fine?
Kofu doesn't seem like the type of guy who'd get demoralized.
I mean, look at those percents. That tells me a different story. There's another Can. There's Kofu taking out the bucket. And, nah, Doc Hunt's just going to punish you for it. There's landing there. Trying to get some more cheeky stuff with a charged forward smash. I do know that the more you charge it, the more farther apart those bolts become. So charging forward smash also increases the range that it has, which looks like Doc Hunt was trying to use there. But, nah, who needs it when you got a back air tipper to take stock?
I think Duck Hunt's actually doing pretty good this match of being like trickier with the Can, so it's harder for Kofu to like predict where it's going to be in bucket.
Yeah, like, listen, Doc Hunt, love ya. Last game was not your biggest proud moment, okay? That was fast. 3 oil spill kills is not something to write home about when it comes to the skill. You are in losers finals very, very far in this tournament, so let's see how you earned this spot. Converting into the down air might be it, but not just yet. Not high enough percent. Looks like down tilt is going to take it, but with stocks back to being even, you have an 80% comeback to make, Kofu, so let's see if you can do it. You do got oil spill on board. I know that you are able to combo into it, but if you can't get any of your starters because Doc Hunt's just not letting you see the light of day when it comes to getting out of your combos, really, really strong display. Just like right there, a complete obliteration. What can I say? Okay. Game & Watch is still blinking right here. That threat of oil spill is forever going to be on the screen. Until it gets burned, you can die pretty much any percent. But something else that I might be curious about is whether or not he wanted to save it till next stock or use it this one. Looks like that question doesn't matter anymore, considering it is next stock, and Doc Hunt didn't recover. Oh,
he
there's the
missed it.
whiff.
I didn't realize how like big that hitbox is.
It's a monster, I'm telling you. There's Can, reflected. Not able to fill up any of that such powerful oil spill that we saw in game 1. This is looking a lot more even, but the percents are not. You do got 1 stock on both sides, but with Doc Hunt struggling to get some just raw kills on the board with Duck Hunt aerials, tilts. We've seen a lot of good things coming from hard reads with smash attacks and coming from good Can setups. He might have to get something really tricky on Kofu here. So we'll see how ready Kofu is for the shenanigans that Doc Hunt is going to try to force here. Like Can to get out of a throw, not going to work, but the throw isn't going to kill either. So the threat has been neutralized. There's Can to send off stage. With up smash, that landing hitbox from the turtle is absolutely crazy. Much like that key is as well. We are looking at Swift 2-0. This has been we've seen 3 Swift 2 games.
I was going to say, I think these 2 games have been faster than a single game of the last set.
That's true. But you know what it has been as well? It has been 2 games in one person's favor. If the script repeats itself, and it does say here on
As it does,
subsection
yeah.
C, page 65, that
That the
reverse
Doc Hunt
2-0s
is
have been
gonna-
rather
yeah.
hot, right? Whether or not the reverse 3-0 comes into play is up to the player and my scorecard. So we will see if Doc Hunt is able to do it with the pocket Marth coming out to challenge the Game & Watch's absolute reign of dominance. It looks like the starting percents are telling the same story, but you've gotten some good swinging. I mean, Marth has a sword. That's
Sword's
a lot
pretty good
better.
in the Game &
Listen,
Watch.
the dog's got a duck, but this man's got a sword. Is it going to matter when Game & Watch has a match and hammers? I don't know. I don't know. Throws off stage, trying to get Tippers to kill, but not going to happen just yet. You know, with as much as I have seen Duck Hunt Tippers spaced, which, yes, Duck Hunt has Tippers. Look at back air. Look at all of the aerials that struggle to kill. They do have strong hitboxes. Knowing how good Duck Hunt is hitting those, I think that Marth is a really good fit for him. We'll see if the games will stay the same, because we're looking at even percents. That is not to say this is an even game. You got a whole stock lead coming in Kofu's favor, and we'll see how well he can use it. He's throwing out smash attacks. Up smash is able to add on some extra percent as well. You saw some trapping at the ledge. Chair's a really good kill option, but Doc Hunt is able to respond with the strong aerials that Marth has. Let's just hope that one of them will kill.
I like watching Kofu where when he plays Meme Brawler, he has like all of the movement abilities. And here he's playing Game & Watch, and he uses all of his movement abilities off the ledge, and he's like, I'll just air dodge back to stage. I'll be fine.
Yeah, looks like he wasn't able to do it that last time around. Let's see how fast Doc Hunt can get that percent built back up on Kofu. Guys, I think they gave me a wrong script.
No, Doc Hunt will win. It's even cooler now.
That's true. It will be even cooler. Let's see if the cool factor is in the Doc Hunt Marth as much as it is the Doc Hunt Duck Hunt. Up smash almost completely removes his chance to prove himself here, but it looks like it's not going to be just yet. But the pressure coming from Kofu is just relentless. You got aerials, you got tilts, like smash attacks, like you're just swinging, and you're having the hardest time dealing with it, and that is going to cause a swift 3-0 in Kofu's favor.
Come play.
All right, guys, finals. This is big. We're seeing Kofu on Yep. We'll see if Kofu's willing to stick to his guns with the Game & Watch, as it did have a lot of trouble dealing with the ZSS coming from Yep. I don't think that Yep is going to click off of that ZSS.
I think this was winners and grand finals last week.
Really?
I think so.
Ooh.
2 weeks ago. Yep, wasn't here last week.
2 weeks ago. He wasn't here last week.
It wasn't here.
It's good to know. Good to know.
Good to know.
Yep. Looks like he is sticking to the guns with the Game & Watch. Let's see how well this turns out for him. Kofu, you got 6 games to come back from here. It looks like your dominant showing against Doc Hunt could have ignited something that you didn't have before when going up against Yep. But I guess only the games will tell. Looks like you are starting off, though, with some pretty good combo strings. You got up B, combo starter, combo ender. It is whatever you want. It's your get-out-of-jail-free option. Invincible at frame 2, and, like, it's just phenomenal. Much like all of your kit is, which you're using so phenomenally right now. I mean, like, the percents are telling the story right now.
Game & Watch.
I agree.
Goofy character.
Yes.
Goofy guy. What can I say?
Man, I have to catch my breath, give the throat a little bit of a rest, wait for Hudson to say something, and he just goes, Game & Watch.
Game & Watch. Am I right?
And I'm like, you could not be more true right now. That's crazy, brother.
Game &
Really
Watch
good
is such
there.
a weird character where like it weirdly feels like he has so many options all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you got a button for just about every situation. Do you need something set up for later? There's forward air. Throw a bomb out there. He's got a reflector as well as an energy absorption with oil spill, so it is simultaneously a right back at you tool as well as giving him access to a really good killing option. He's got that up B that is absolutely notorious amongst the Smash community for being anything you want it to be, but looks like it's not going to get you out of the absolutely crazy flip jump that Yep is pulling the trigger on to take first stock. I mean, Game & Watch got all these buttons, like down air we could say, but that's not to say that ZSS doesn't have their own flip jump. Like, we all know it's the best down B in the game. We all know it's the best one. It's not even close, right? Busted movement option. Is it better than hero menu? Depends how fast can you read. How fast can you read?
What if I read really fast?
If you're illiterate, then there's nothing better than ZSS. If you,
what if I'm really lucky and I just click it and it's the one I want?
Well, then play Game & Watch, because you got Judge.
Oh,
which
you're right.
is something that Kofu's already got the hack on.
Kofu did get a 1 on his Judge earlier.
I don't know if you saw the jab reset 9 that happened earlier in this very matchup 2 against Yep. Maybe he can get lucky as well. So we'll only have to wait to see how the game decides the narrative is going to go.
Before we judge how the series goes?
Before we judge, yeah. So like Game & Watch 9 is a 10 in my book. So we'll see if it comes out. The script did lie to me. We did not see 5 games. They just decided to end it short because Doc Hunt did have to go. So since he won 3 games, we just decided, oh, well, scorecards go in favor
We're going
of
to
Kofu
the double
here.
5 games here.
Yep, so.
10 games in a row.
Oh, man. It happens so much at Weber State, which is like hype, yes. But at the same time, you're going to make me talk for like 30 minutes on end for a single bracket spot?
Yeah.
Dude, brutal. But
that
I can tell you what else is brutal.
It doesn't.
ZSS up B, but when Kofu knows to DI that down, make sure you don't get any of that vertical kill power when you do it so high. No, it's not a problem for me to navigate around. Neither is that down smash. I'm just going to keep on darting around ledge. There's the nair. Grab. Looks like he's going to get a 2. There's bomb. ZSS is a really swingy character, so they have such good tools at swatting away the bomb. Much like they have good tools at swatting away the Game & Watch just in general.
It looked like Kofi was just faced the wrong way. I think if he bucketed to the left, he would have been fine there.
I don't know if the bucket hurt box shifts. I don't know. Maybe.
I think he would have.
I mean, bucket is reversible after you activate it. You're able to go left and right with bucket, so maybe he got exactly what he wanted. It just didn't prove fruitful.
Here comes the knee brawler.
Yep, here comes the knee brawler. I'm curious to know why Kofu was been waiting to pull the trigger on this up until now.
I bet I know the answer.
Really?
He just wanted to play Game & Watch for fun.
That's a pretty good answer. We'll have to see later. But for now, it looks like the percents are saying something different. I mean, you got nair flip kick almost twice in a row, neither of which you're going to get the spike. The second one going to whiff entirely, but that up B is not.
Yep did say earlier today that he's playing to win. He's practicing for tournaments. And so far, he is winning.
Yeah. Oh, man. Air dodge back to stage. Looks like he's going to safely make it. And parry the nair. That's going to be one of Brawler's best tools in getting combos started, in getting all of the really good positioning that you absolutely love to see from Brawler. And Yep is just like, oh, that's cool. Parry. There's an up B spike. Up airs to boot. A little bit of damage, and it's going to be really good, but how much of it can you put on the ZSS before ZSS just does something absolutely crazy? You got a stock lead in Yep's favor, as well as a percent lead. You got just about, what, 60% extra on Kofu right now. So
yeah, I think that math checks out.
Yeah.
I was doing it in my head, and I was like, wait, is that right?
Yeah. I mean, it's only 30 now, so that's not to say that Kofu cannot make his comeback. The whiff punish movement call out on the side B is going to be really good, but the back air is going to do even better at closing out that stock. You're looking at 2 apiece, but not for long. That side B has something else to say about having even stocks on the board. Kofu's going to fight his best, though, to put that back right in his favor. Keeping it at 0, not for long, though. Up air really big and fast coming from ZSS. Does a lot of good coverage.
Doing
There's
pretty.
down tilt, good 2-frame.
He did pretty well there, keeping Yep off the stage, getting 94 on him.
Yeah,
Yep kind of made it back though.
but I mean, just because you have momentum doesn't mean that your opponent doesn't see straight through the cracks in the armor. There's a down smash, footstool, hitbox, flip kick to close out game 2. This very well could be the last game of the series here. With Yep in winner's side, he just has to take one more game, and Kofu has 6.
I'm
make
not
a
trying to
comeback.
sound biased, but I would like to go home, so I hope Yep wins.
I mean, something tells me that the script here, with as many game 5s as we've had this last losers
Yep, all I'm
round,
saying, if we got reset and Kofu was up a game, I might be cheering him on.
Oh, by the way, I know that you like to walk out and hit him with the "What am I getting for dinner today?"
Yeah.
Do you know what you're getting for dinner today?
No, I don't.
You don't know what you're getting. Well, what's on the table? I know that Betos is pretty close and oftentimes a good
Honestly,
midnight run.
I have to go past like Riverdale Road, so normally I get like
same.
what is that chicken place? Cane's.
Cane's.
I get Cane's quite a bit.
Cane's
That
pretty
Chick-fil-A's
nice.
open till 10, so I get that sometimes.
Me and Prince actually, after tourney last time, went to go get ourselves some canes to end off the night. Pretty nice, I do agree. I will say the amount of food that I can get for $5 at Taco Bell is completely unholy. And also past Riverdale Road by the Ocean Mart is that Taco Bell right there, which is really easy to grab on my way home. So there's that. There's a down smash straight into a boost kick on the board that Kofu is going to eat, but it isn't going to cause a food coma just yet. He's still going to be living at this 3rd stock. We'll see how long it's going to be because the oppressive movement and swinging that Yep has to call out every single button that Kofu tries to answer for is just, it's, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I feel like Kofu's pretty used to this,
Down
like,
tilt. I love down tilt, guys.
being this, like, a lot of movement, kind of oppressive character playing Brawler.
Yeah. I mean, he tried to go Brawler and was immediately showed why he should be going the Game & Watch. So we'll see if he's able to make any amounts of momentum happen here. We do know that he got games over in winners. He didn't take
He did
set.
get a game.
He did get a game. We'll see if he can get one here. But the down air to take stock is going to get a lead in favor of Yep here. And almost
Yep's still
immediately is
alive.
going to be taken back with the down smash, forward smash, the avatar state as it's so notoriously known throughout the community when it comes to ripping out those hammers. But not going to take it just yet. Kofu trying to do it again, but Yep just says, hey, I see what you're doing. Eat Plasma Whip, eat aerials, eat all of this, much like Hudson is going to be eating dinner tonight. Kofu is eating this extra percent, and it's making it that much harder to make a comeback. This is game 3 and could be the last of the series. Let's see how convincing Yep can make it here. Very
3-0
is the answer. 3-0 for Grands coming from Yep. Much like Hudson is eating good dinner tonight, we are eating well in terms of the hype coming from the stream. But unfortunately, our time has to be cut short for you tonight instead of
Smirky
10
shut up. That's why chat's
games.
popping. Smirky's here.
We don't have to do 10 games, guys. That is a massive W for commentators
Massive
here.
W.
And we only have closing remarks left. Say anything for you, Hudson?
Thank you for watching.
Yeah,
It's been a fantastic day.
it has been.
It's too
True.
hot in here.
Yeah, dude, they juked us out of the 4th floor.
I know. I
Shepherd
was
so
there.
hard.
I was there.
They were like, "Hey, listen, we're gonna be in 4th floor Shepherd today, and it's gonna be awesome." And literally everybody was cheering. I was on my way here with Prince when they gave me the ping that said, "Psych, we hate you. Go to the lab."
Well, I had to carry that PC like back and like,
Dude,
so you don't have to
that's-
tell me.
Yeah. But something that we do have to say is thank you for joining us, the Weber State stream. I've been Arpeggio,
I've been Hudson.
and this is going to be us signing off. See you next time.